We stream. Say hello. Say hello. It's me, Shuichi Saihara.
Yeah, there it is. It's me.
No, it's not.
Hi.
No,
it's me.
It's none of us. We're all dead. Coronavirus killed all of us. I'm sorry.
Coronavirus.
I'm sorry you had to
I'm
find
sorry
out
for our loss.
For our loss? Are you sorry for our loss? Oh
Yes.
wait, hold up. This is important. Fruit Bat Factory just pinged me. The second ever guys, the second ever Fruit Bat Indirect is going live on our Twitter in 5 minutes. So tune in there to not miss the hottest 100% orange juice leaks. Damn.
Okay.
Fruit Bat Indirect is very good, by the way. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, they're gonna announce the voice actors for the next DLC characters. Wow. Well, speaking of Fruit Bat, here we are. Look at this shit.
And Sakura.
It's Sakura.
I miss her.
Yeah, she was better, definitely.
Remember Sakura? Remember those times? We didn't appreciate what we have. Instead, we have this now.
Well,
instead we have this that's going on, happening right now.
Alright, let's load the game from here. And let's get straight into it. And I'm going to check the volume because Jesus isn't here. It's going to be hard to check
more into it than this.
It's going to be hard to check the volume on this screen, though. ... I opened my eyes after noticing something out of place.
Oh, there it is.
Good morning, Shuichi. Yeah. Sneef, sneef.
Sneef.
Without properly answering, I sniffed the odd scent that had pervaded my room.
Smells like cat.
Smells like cat. Oh no. What is the matter? What is the matter? It smells like something's burning.
Wait, hey, hold on.
Smartphones, of course, don't have smell functions, so she couldn't tell. Dumb bitch. I got out of bed and left the room.
I guess you've never had a smell-related incident before, now that I think about it.
Stormy, can you talk for me as well? I want to see what your volume is like.
Hello.
Okay, cool. I missed that line. What did it say? It said...
No, it just says smelling.
The smell of the
burning.
Something burning grew stronger as I approached the living room. That had to be the source. My guess is that's Unitesh. My guess is that's Kotoha.
Why?
What are you doing?
I'm cooking.
No, you're not. You're an arsonist. Huh? Kotoha was literally holding a piece of bread above the gas burner's flame.
Hello?
Whoa! It's on fire! Kotoha instinctively tossed the burning bread at me. Yeah! I dodged the flaming projectile. I did? I didn't have to do it. That's pretty cool. Which landed in the sink. I quickly turned on the tap, and in doing so managed to prevent a fire by the skin of my teeth.
Well, hold on. Just because your sink's not made of wood.
There's a ton more burned bread in the sink, too. What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to toast some bread, but it's not working.
I can't even see a frying pan anywhere. I felt like shouting at her, but hesitated for a moment.
To shout at her or not? Oh my god.
Let's shout at her.
Let's shout at her.
This is a bad game.
Are you trying to burn my house down? You have to be an idiot to fry it in an open fire.
Well, don't be so angry at me. I wasn't trying to do anything bad.
Still, I checked the burned bread in the sink. All of them are burned to a crisp. How did you not realize something was wrong after the first one?
The first one? Father always did it like this when we did a barbecue.
Do you barbecue bread?
Dad did not barbecue bread, you liar.
You barbecue bread in your family?
Of course not, you idiot.
With that, Kota has stormed out of the living room. You're the idiot here.
You did that.
Okay. Now we have to do one where we're a good boy.
Oh, do we?
Well, I think so.
Why?
I know. Let's see how she reacts and pick. Like.
I feel bad because
she's an idiot and you don't get
she's
angry
like really stupid. Yeah. So like, it's not her fault. She doesn't know anything. She just hasn't had life experience.
I'll do it. So just go sit down, Kotoha.
Oh.
Kotoha left the room saying nothing. Wait, there's no bread left! She burned it all. And since we have nothing else, I'll have to go out and buy something instead.
It sounds like if you're nice to her, you just skip a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Because this happened last time too.
I know who this is.
Yeah.
Well, I can't blame Shu for saying that.
I heard voices coming from the guest room.
Oh no! You're going insane! But he didn't need to be so angry. I don't know how to toast bread.
Before today, I had no idea it was possible not to. I knocked on the guest room door. Kotaha, I'm gonna go buy some breakfast. You want something?
Bread? No!
If you say so. Well, there's nothing I can do if she's gonna sulk. Yeah, she'll probably calm down after a while. Thank you very much. I'm a zombie now.
He's alive.
Didn't he die of coronavirus?
I'm a zombie.
He's alive.
I'm dead. Now we're called Dead Mart. No, it's Fast Mart, like
So
fast,
it wasn't
like
called Live Mart before.
Yes. I bought some random breakfast items along with another pack of toast and left the convenience store. Mario, what?
Why is
Mario, why?
leaving the convenience
Mario, why are
store?
you?
Come back.
Mario, why are you? What do you call it? Narrating everything I do in the
You're
first
the
person.
customer now.
Koda had sat herself at the table when I came back.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
Oh,
She didn't say anything else, so I decided to stuff the things I bought into the fridge, including the bread.
Right.
A bit louder, please. Hearing her say something, I turned to Koda.
I'm sorry.
Yuri? I thought your name was Koda. See, I can do that shit too.
I'm trying to apologize.
You're doing a shit job. Koda pursed her lips and looked away. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry that I have to deal with your ass.
Sorry that I have to see all that burned bread in the morning.
I felt guilty seeing her like that.
That's not a guilty face. She just she looks constipated.
You really don't know how to toast bread?
I've never done it before.
How come?
Our mate did all that.
Damn bourgeoisie. Shuichi is an icon.
God, she's the best protagonist I've seen in a long time.
Shuichi's my icon. I aspire.
Better than Kazuma.
Who?
Cosmic
fucking-
Oh, Konosuba?
the alpaca one.
Yeah.
He's not even good.
Wait, Konosuba?
Yeah, but he's like the only character that makes that show good.
Well, okay, but that's a really low bar.
That's true.
It-
But like,
I don't like Kazuma. He's too horny.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
He's far too
That's
horny.
that's what makes this boy so much better.
Damn bourgeois. I can't get over this line. Damn bourgeoisie. Okay, come over here.
Oh, we're gonna teach you
I'll
how to
teach you how to toast bread like a commoner.
like a criminal. What?
How we toast bread in this house, I mean. Kodaha followed me to the kitchen wearing an unconvinced expression as she did. We don't have a toaster. It's too much of a pain to clean according to my mom, so we toast
That's
our bread in
true,
this
actually.
frying pan.
He's 100% right. It's impossible to clean a toaster. Me and my friends were talking about this the other day. There's no
good way to do it.
that makes it. Yeah, you can't do it. It's like you just have to dump it out and be like, well, I guess.
Dude, we should do that. We should make a toaster cleaner,
toaster?
just like a little, like, a brush that is like the exact right shape, and you just put it in there once and take it out, and it pulls out all the shit.
Now,
with it.
Dimitri,
We'd make millions.
Dimitri, you realize the brush that would be the exact right shape would just be a piece of bread, right?
Look, but the thing is, it's like a fluffy, sticky. It's like a duster shaped like bread.
Shaped like a bread.
Like shaped like a bread. No, but that's not the right shape because it has to be like malleable because the toaster has the little springs and it needs to go under that too. So you need to be able to
I guess,
press
yeah,
it in there.
You need some advanced bread.
You need some
techniques,
advanced bread technique. Well, I know what the thumbnail is now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be a toaster. Toaster for maybe some more money. First, you put it in the frying pan here, then you turn on the flame. I picked up the pack of toast I bought, opened it, and pointed it to Kotaha. Okay,
wait,
pick
did you
one.
see the pack of toast you bought?
Did I?
Or was that what? Oh.
Oh yeah, he did. I picked up the pack of toast I bought.
He's gonna double toast it.
Konoha pulled out one slice of bread. Put it on there. She placed it on the frying pan just like I ordered.
What then?
We wait.
Wait.
Yeah, you just have to stand and do nothing.
What? That's a waste of time.
If you don't like standing, then you could belly dance or something.
I won't do that.
We just have to turn it over when the right time comes.
When's that?
When you shut your goddamn mouth. Oh, when it becomes turning brown, I mean.
When it looks like toast, lady.
Konoha picked up the bread from the frying pan and looked at its other side. It's hot, so be careful.
Doesn't seem to be done yet.
She returned it to the frying pan. We're making toast with a dead girl. In the end, she just stood there watching the bread fry.
Watching the bread. It's actually pretty fun.
Toast.
Wow, you have a strange definition of
You
fun.
can jingle keys in front of her face and she'll be entertained.
Probably.
She's literally more cat than the cat.
The joy of cooking. Please, you put a piece of bread in a pan.
It seems Milady is starting to realize the joy of cooking. Yeah, for sure. That's a very not cook thing. Eventually, we turned the slice of bread over and waited a bit more. I think it's about done.
Wow. Yay!
After confirming that the other side had grown brown, Konoha transferred the bread to the plate.
Wow, we're learning so much about toast today. Oh, hot.
It's done.
It's done.
Konoha happily sat at the table with bread in hand. Here's Mom's special apple jam.
Oh, okay. Huh? Is it homemade?
Nope, we bought it from the store. Oh, yeah, she does that sometimes.
Good
Mom's
for
special
her.
jam we bought from the store.
She has a
That's
special
amazing.
She has a special supplier in the back of the warehouse. it's Wario. It's Wario
special
It's
jam.
Wario's special apple jam. You gotta spread it across like this. I scooped some jam from the bottle and placed on Konoha's bread. Okay, so if Mom is Waluigi, then Waluigi jam is now canon. I'm just saying. Wow. Waluigi jam. Let's make it a thing. More thumbnail ideas. They're coming in by the minute.
Don't forget. You're gonna forget.
Of course I'm gonna forget. Write this down in the voice chat thing.
Okay.
Here you go.
You got it. There we go.
Toaster and Waluigi jam.
Yes.
Okay.
We've done
I'll
it.
be digging in then. Humph.
Nobody eats like that.
Humph. Humph.
Waluigi
the first video. It's good.
No butter?
Food you make for yourself is delicious, isn't it? Well, you don't put butter and jam both on it, Stormy.
I mean,
Oh.
you could if you're being bold, I guess.
I guess.
Oh yeah, I forgot jam was on it.
Yeah, Waluigi jam.
It's
The special.
It's the one thing that we've put on it. I love this jam. Crumph.
I make it out of my sweat.
Don't say those words to me.
All we did is toast some bread, but it made for a memorable experience for Konoha. That's kind of sad. Before I even realized it, she had wolfed down her toast.
Wow, a whole toast.
But she
I
doesn't
ate it.
ghost eat it.
You sure did. That didn't take long.
I'm glad she ate it. It was really good.
Good for you.
Wow. Shut up. I'm not gonna be impressed over a simple piece of toast.
If you say so. I glanced at her empty plate. You could toast another one if you want.
I'll do that.
Konoha hurried to the kitchen. On that end, at least, she's honest with herself. I'll go transport Shizuku and the others upstairs. Will you be okay down here?
Of course, don't treat me like a child.
The last time she tried that on her own, she nearly burned my house down. I'm coming in. I'm ready. I'm ready. Give it to me. Oh, damn it.
Shuichi, morning.
Hey.
Is Kotaha feeling any better?
She's happily toasting.
I can't do her voice.
She's happily toasting bread right now.
She tried to set my house on fire.
Yeah, I see. I'm glad to hear that.
Hey, pick Shizuku up.
Huh? What does that mean?
Yeah, I heard. They crack you fucking.
Just this with this fucking face. I heard she burned most of your bread.
Yeah, I heard she burned most of your bread.
Yeah, she went through a whole pack. Never once thought to stop.
Oh, that must have been quite a sight. Don't be too hard on her, and you okay?
She's just stupid.
No, she tried to make toast, not gnocchi.
She told me not to tell you, but she was trying to make breakfast for you, too.
I guess you could say it really backfired.
My house down.
Down. I was so surprised I dropped Shizuku. Thud.
Oh.
That's okay. Shizuku can't feel it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That scared me.
My bad. Konoha was trying to make something for me. Now I feel really bad about what happened.
Yeah, me too, but that's okay.
She's been dishonest like that for a really long time. She's a good person, but it can be a little hard to see that.
I see, or rather I don't. Because it's hard to see, and I don't have 20/20 vision, I need glasses. I returned to the living room and made some cafe au lait before Konoha finally raised her fish from the plate.
Shuichi?
Yeah, I sipped my coffee as I answered.
Slurp. Are we gonna do a spit take? We're definitely gonna do a spit take. I wanna go out on a date.
The cafe au lait squirted out my nose.
Gross.
Fuck you. Because you said something like that out of nowhere.
Don't misunderstand. I wasn't talking about us becoming boyfriend and girlfriend or anything.
Good.
I'm only here for 7 days.
I don't
just
believe
somehow
we
excited the protagonist was about a day in that market yesterday. I forgot we spent a full calendar day before your imminent death reading manga.
Look, I just don't feel like I could, you know, make a meaningful relationship with you in 5 calendar days. Oh my lord. That guy is not
racing outside.
Someone's not practicing social distancing.
They're gonna get the fucking record for social. They're gonna break every social distance record I've ever seen. Break the sound barrier. Anyway, and I got curious if dates are really something as good as they were depicted there. You're testing the manga author. It's not like I have special feelings for you, but you're the only man around, aren't you?
Well,
that's not strictly true.
What about our friend?
There is another.
There's also Shay Kermit.
Well, I don't think that one counts.
No, we could be like.
There's also the Costco communist, but he's into someone else.
That's who we're talking about. We're saying we could just ask him and be like, "Hey, we need your Shay Kermit to come back, but not to make food this time. I need him to go on a date with this rich girl."
So I've got no choice.
That was quite a way to ask someone out on a date. Well, I swore to help them with whatever they wanted. Okay, I guess I got no choice but to keep you company then.
What kind of phrasing is that? Oh my god. You really are a distasteful person.
You're the one who phrased it like that to begin with. This girl seriously lives in her own goddamn world.
I know.
Getting ready to leave, Konoha put on her shoes.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go then. The summer sun waited for us on the other side of the door. I went out and waited for Konoha to follow. But she remained standing at the entrance. What are you doing?
What are you... Yeah. I can't.
Huh?
Why is it so hot this early in the morning? Are you serious? Shuichi, we have to cancel our date. Let's do it in the evening instead.
Konoha took off her shoes and disappeared back inside the house.
Well, that was fun.
She really is used to doing whatever she pleases. Good night, everyone. Real good. I'm really feeling the love. I saw Konoha go up to the second floor as I went inside and closed the door. Before following her, I dropped by the guest room.
It's Shuichi.
What's wrong?
No, that's you.
Of the Deadlies, would you say that Konoha is the most spoiled one, or do I have to deal with something even worse?
Would you say, or do I have to say it?
Yeah, I suppose you can say that. What's wrong? Is she giving you trouble?
Yeah.
Is she giving me trouble?
I sometimes feel like
Is she giving me trouble?
Oh, that's too bad.
Don't laugh at my misery.
That's
Fuck
too
you.
bad.
You're dead.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Well, she used to be a well-off lady after
Well,
all.
I don't know if I call her a lady. Got it.
That's rough, buddy.
Well, nice. Well, I can't deal with it as long as I know it won't get any worse. Or I can deal with it.
Keep at it, man.
Good line. Ichiro cheered me on in the most half-hearted way possible.
Yes, you did.
That's rough, buddy.
That's basically what she said. Keep at it, man. That's rough, buddy.
My girlfriend turned into a DVD.
ASMR.
It's hot.
I felt Konoha lying on her back on my bed, enjoying the window of my AC.
Let's see this. I can't do anything like this.
If you just lay around exhausted from the heat, then 7 days could pass before you know it. All that matters is she enjoys her time, but,
He's like timing it. He's like, 7 days, come on. We only got 7 days. Let's do this. Come on. What?
Are you gonna forgive your father?
Whoa.
Oh, okay, cool. Good lead in there, Shuichi boy.
Shuichi. I didn't realize we were going here today.
Hey, so about your deep-seated emotional problems, let's talk about those.
Man, it's hot in here. Anyway, about your daddy issues.
Yeah.
Huh? Why are you asking that now?
I mean, we only have like 5 days left. Gotta do it at some point. Didn't want to remind you, but I'd feel bad for your dad if he has to go on with his life without you understanding him. He lost both his wife and his daughter.
Bad for your dad, though.
He needed someone to support him. Doesn't Konoha have these 7 days precisely so she can come to accept this?
What are you talking about? I don't understand. Is it okay to marry someone just because you need emotional support? Yes,
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the... Right?
I think yes.
I think that's, yeah.
Wasn't my father in love with my mother?
Yeah, and? No, I mean, I think he was, but... Konoha eyes pierced through me like a knife. Oh, no, not a knife.
I hate those. Shuichi. Your father passed away, didn't he?
I don't know, but I know one thing about him. He liked big titty.
Choose your words so carefully here, Konoha, or you're about to say some stuff. Has your mother ever thought about marrying again?
Not really.
Then you would never understand.
That's why I suggested it to her myself.
Huh? You brought that up with her?
Konoha widened her eyes. My mom has done everything on her own since Dad died without relying on anyone else, both the household chores and the bread winning. But
That's
now
true.
the bread's all burned, so the winnings kind of fucking suck now.
That's admirable.
Don't you get
She's
it?
making that face because she's thinking about all the bread that she...
She's burned. It's like, shit, your mom won all of that at a competition?
Mom won all
Did
that
she
bread.
really go to bread? Did she really go to BreadCon 2020 and get all that bread?
Was it from... She really took get that bread literally.
She got first prize. Mom leaves for work earlier than me and comes back later. She works over the weekends and then has to sleep during the day when she's on night shift, and so I was always alone. If only I had a stepfather, I thought. My mom wouldn't have to work so much if there was someone there to support her, and she could have spent more time with me.
These are all arguably true facts. Is that why you told her to remarry? I mean, yeah, I thought that's what we were talking about.
Have you got a problem with that?
I can't believe you.
And I can't believe you. Like, literally, I can't believe you exist. You're a ghost inside a body of who God knows who what.
Well, we knows who what. Don't you understand what that means, though? My father would end up living together with and hugging and kissing a woman who's not even my real mom.
You're not my
real mom. And I have to live the rest of my life calling her my mom, which she isn't at all.
Well, see, that's the thing, is she married her after you died, so you actually don't have to do any of that.
Wait, you don't have to do any of these things.
Your dad was looking for another wife because of you. He didn't want to be lonely all the time, or he didn't want you to be lonely all the time.
He didn't want to be lonely all the time.
Well, both are
made
true.
Him so lonely. He wouldn't have bothered if he was truly thinking of me. I loved my mother. I'd rather be lonely than let some women I don't know into my house. Your mother did her best for both you and your father's sake. She knew you'd feel uncomfortable if she found another man. Besides, she probably still loves your father too.
Okay, alright, actually, real talk for a second. Can we talk about this? Does that have anything, like, I feel like if your spouse dies and you marry someone else, you can still, like, love your dead spouse and love your new spouse. Like, is that just me?
Well, I don't think. Well, I think it's.
You be right, dude.
I'm just saying, like, those feelings for the person who's dead don't have to fade just because you've chosen to live a life with someone else. It doesn't make any of those loves, like, less valuable.
I personally don't disagree with you, but I can see how people would be like, that feels like cheating. You know? I can see how people would.
But the relationship is technically over. How is it cheating?
I don't think it's cheating. The thing, I can see people saying it cheapens what you say, but when you say love, like, what is the definition of that? And if it's only between one person, then by doing it with someone else, you're cheapening that. But I feel like but I feel like if it's truly like two people care about each other, they don't want someone to be alone, because like, you died, you know? It's like, I want you to be happy. So I don't think that lessens that at all by remarrying, but I don't know.
I think there's the difference here is that with this relationship, the husband is the one who died, whereas with her her dad's relationship, she's the one who died. So it's like a little bit different.
No. I think what she's talking about right now, she's not talking about woman number 3. She's talking about when her mom died and she was still alive, and his dad brought a new woman into her life, and so she ran away and got herself fucking bopped off. I think he's talking about that one. She got herself murdered. Yeah, so she was still alive when
she associates the remarriage with new partner with her being murdered.
The first man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I wanted a real talk there.
And she's like bending over backwards about like making it like seem like disloyalty or something.
Well, hold on. Okay,
I don't think she's bending over backwards. I think that's just how she feels.
To her credit, like I don't think that her feelings are like invalid. Like she's like very like
I do totally get where she's coming from. I just completely disagree with her.
I just don't. I don't agree with her. But I think also like if I was way younger, I might agree with her. You know what I mean? Like
sure. I think she's
just definitely thinking of this from the perspective of like a kid.
I think she's also just like over romanticizing like the first marriage. Yeah.
I mean, also like, how old is she supposed to be? I don't remember.
Let's see. So she died in, let's say, 2003. She was probably around 6, so I guess she's like 18.
Yeah, 18.
She's probably around 18. 17, 18 is my guess.
So I would say if she.
Fuck, has it really been like 2 decades since 2002?
I know, it's crazy.
What
right?
the shit?
Dude.
But yeah,
I'm turning
so I would
20
say
next year.
if she died.
Yeah, what did Link say first?
Wait, Link said something.
I'm turning 20 years old next year.
That's wild.
Oh my god, that is
Vlinx
wild.
is no longer Bab. I remember when Vlinx was Bab.
Wait,
I
wait,
mean, I'm
aren't
only
you like,
17.
aren't you
Yeah.
17?
No, he was a while ago. It's been a couple
Wait.
years.
Wait. Oh no.
Sometimes
No,
people
she's right.
age.
I'm stupid. It's somebody else who's turning 20 next year. I'm turning 20 the year after that.
Wait, hold on.
You're 17.
You need to wait, Vlinx. You need to like.
That's still incorrect.
You still need to. I need. This is not April Fool's Day yet. That's Wednesday. How old are
So
you?
I'm turning 18 this year.
No, you are 18. What do you mean?
I'm 17.
You're 17?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Vlinx is still Bab. Okay, I was worried that Vlinx was like adulting on me.
He will be like quite soon.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Back to
Anyway,
back to
back to-
Shuichi.
back to-
This is
divorce.
Kotaha?
Yes.
So this is
Wow.
Koda. She's
She's a fucking pain in the
bourgeoisie.
ass. Damn bourgeoisie.
Yeah, she's definitely the most childish. Well, I say that, but like we've
Mary
really only met
exists.
2 of the girls. But yeah,
Which
no,
sin
she's
is
just like
she?
this. Which object is she?
ish, I guess.
I don't know actually.
I don't know if they're-
which 7 deadly sin is divorce.
She's kind of a mixture between wrath and sloth. Like, she doesn't want to do anything except read manga all day, but she also gets really mad really easily. She's
I
a
think it might just be
bitch.
sloth.
She's
Wait,
just a bitch.
Isn't there an anime about this? About like little sister who wants to play video games and read mangas.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's
that's
horrendous, and
terrible.
we don't have to talk about
Yeah.
Okay.
What anime?
it. No, it's
The
fine.
one
we
that-
need to
the
She
know.
one
has
that
like
Jesus
the orange
likes.
hoodie.
Umaru
Oh,
Is it
God.
like a fetish
Does it?
thing?
God.
What? No.
What? No. It's
I don't-
just, it's
No.
Back
She's
to
like
the
the
game,
opposite
Nitesh,
sex.
read your line.
God. Really? I'm jealous. You don't have to feel like I do because your mother has integrity.
The only reason you can say that is because you have no idea what it means to be alone. Ow!
Wait,
Fuck.
wait, Mr. Sir. She has been dead. I am alone. Even now, I'm all alone.
You were in a
Okay,
body
are-
with like
you are
6
quite
other
dramatic.
girls.
Murdered.
Koda, his palm dug into my face and she stormed out of the room.
Every time I'm
Good
like,
dog.
well, she's like a kid. She's like, I get it. But then she'll say something wild, and I'll be like, ah.
I lay down in bed, suppressing my anguish. Kotaha refused to come out of her room, even when I went down to ask her about dinner.
God. Your mother did her best, both for you and your father's sake. Her words echo in your mind. You feel uncomfortable if she found another man.
There's a time and place for remarriage, but not now.
What is all of this about?
There's some truth in those words, in the deepest pits
You know
of
what's
my heart.
wild about this? You know what's wild about this? This is the first time I've seen like they're like, okay, we have 7 days to do this, and then they were still like, we're gonna have one day that's a filler arc though, where they just read manga.
In the deepest pits of my... I mean, I think... No. Okay, Nitesh, in fairness, I wouldn't call that filler. I mean, I would call that, like, purposeful filler, because this whole...
No, yeah, I mean,
this
there's
this
a
whole
reason
7
for it,
days...
but at the same time, like, think about what happened that day.
Yeah, no, for sure, nothing happened, but I think that's the point. I think the whole point is she's avoiding having to confront that, because
To
her
deal
whole
with this,
thing,
yeah.
her whole thing is she's gonna have to deal with this within the 7
Yeah.
days, and she's just putting it off because she does not want to.
She might.
Also,
Yeah,
Nitesh,
yeah.
counterpoint, the last arc was just eating, and this is just
That-
reading.
That is.
Dude,
That's
eating and
true.
reading.
Off, though. She's putting it off.
But
In the deepest pits of
I-
my heart, I was relieved to hear her reject the idea of remarrying. It confirmed for me that she still loved my dad. I would definitely have some mixed feeling about if she decided to marry someone I didn't know. But it's also true that I spent a lot of my childhood alone. I have no idea which would have been better. Mom had probably thought through all this herself. It's difficult to raise a child on your own, but she still chose not to remarry. And if she actually did, I'm not sure how I'd feel. For Kotaha,
Or
it's
you
probably
couldn't
even
find
worse.
anyone.
maybe
Finding
we should
out-
bring your mom into this conversation.
I think Mom's okay, actually.
Finding out that her father remarried without her... Oh, well, Lynx, we learned this morning that apparently she makes jam from her sweat.
Well, hold on. We didn't learn that. You
I
learned
I had canon to this.
We didn't learn this knowledge so much as you forced this knowledge upon us.
Dimitri, please put your cannon away. It's not very good.
Shut up. Fine, again, they're both remarried
No,
with
it's
her.
good. Good canon.
All my cannons are good. They destroy walls. Kotoha day 4. Man, we sure are fucking halfway through.
I know, right?
Alexander Hamilton over here with his cannons.
What?
What?
I assume it's Stormy. Or actually, no, it's my Shuichi. It's usually her in the morning. Oh, it's Mom. Mom called to me from outside my room. What? Krieg. Shuichi, did you have a fight with Kotoha or something? Well, we kind of argued yesterday. I figured. What do you mean?
Oh,
Kotoha says she doesn't eat breakfast and isn't coming out of her room.
Oh.
You didn't say anything harsh to her, did you? Not really. I have no idea how to explain this to her. It's complicated.
Remember when you told your mom that she had DID?
I'll tell you later. I don't know what happened, but you should apologize if you did something wrong. I know that. But what if I didn't do anything wrong?
Like?
Well, yeah, she's Waluigi.
Well,
I don't remember this from last time, is why I'm asking.
Kotoha locked herself
That's
in
probably
room.
because she didn't show up that much less.
Yeah, I wonder if I really said something I shouldn't have. I don't think you did, Shuichi. You just told her what you really thought, and for her sake most of all. I guess
That's
so.
probably true.
Then see, you weren't wrong to say any of that. It all depends on her from now on. I hope this will lead her to forgiving her father. I feel more like I made the situation worse, if anything. Just what am I doing? Kota only has 4 days left. Knowing that, I can't afford to be so stubborn.
This one, I'll be honest, this arc does feel weird because everyone's like, you should talk to your dad. And then she's like, I don't want to talk to my dad. And that's like the entire story. It's very weird.
I climbed down the stairs and stood in front of the guest room. Kota, you're not hungry? No answer. No choice. I'll have to talk with her sometime later.
Well, so why doesn't she forgive her dad? Did her stepmom like kill her or something?
No, she just...
No, it's just very weird. She died, and then her dad married like
another
different person.
Yeah.
And then her dad is now married to a third separate woman. I think is what's happening.
No, so here's the story. Her mom died. Her father decided to remarry. What they hadn't gotten married yet. While they were together, Kotoha ran away from home because she didn't like the new woman and got herself.
She hated it. She hated the. I don't think she did like her mom. She hated the concept of
someone who wasn't her mother being married to her father. So she ran away from home, got bonked,
and got super dead.
Got super bonked, and then she is a ghost now, and she realized that her dad married a woman, and it's not even it's a third woman,
not either of the women's.
Yeah, just a different woman. She's mad at her dad for marrying somebody who wasn't her mom because she feels like that cheapens the relationship with her mom. She's also mad.
She's also mad that her dad didn't end up marrying the person that he was together with because at least she would have understood that.
It might be best to give her some time. With only 7 days for each of them, there's little leeway we can afford to waste. Shuichi, I think Koto is currently facing her feelings on her own. So in my opinion, you don't need to worry so much.
Shuichi, okay, you say that, but Shuichi is in this weird position where it's like, I mean, like, yes, you're right. She has to figure it out, but if she doesn't figure it out, Shuichi is the one who dies. Is the thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
so maybe he should be worried.
Hold up, since when? Oh, right, because she turns into a monster.
Because she turns into a monster, they'll eat him.
Yeah, no. Like, socially, yeah, this is her problem.
Yeah, but like...
problem.
But Shuichi has a very real stake into this.
Yes, your anxiety is practically filling the whole room. I see. That said, I can't just up and stop thinking about her.
Yeah, or the fact that if I don't, if she doesn't figure it out,
kindness continues
7 days, I die.
I'm certain Koto understands that you're doing everything for her sake too, but she is a shy girl and is almost never honest with herself or others. Could you just wait a little until she sorts out her feelings? Yeah, I will. If anything, Chiako's the kindest one here.
I think that that's the one weird thing.
Knock knock.
And I don't think it's bad. It's just a weird dynamic because it's like everyone's like, wow, Shuichi's so nice and thoughtful, and then Shuichi's like, okay, if I don't do this,
damn bourgeoisie,
right, they'll die in 7 days.
I'm coming in, Shuichi. Oh, it's probably the others. I looked up to see Murasaki
It's
carrying
Murasaki!
Shizuku and
Hey.
Mari into my room.
It's-
Hey.
It's been a day. Hey.
Good morning, everyone.
Late morning to you, Chaco.
Late morning.
I glanced at Murasaki's feet. Where's Nene?
Why?
She'd
Don't
usually
know.
be the first to
Don't
rush into
know.
my room.
She said she wanted to relax in the sun downstairs today.
Yeah, likely fucking story. I'm waiting for my quick time event. I see. Murasaki
Jumps you.
Murasaki placed the two in their usual seats and turned to face me. What?
Did something happen between you and Koto?
Why?
She was just kind of sitting there, not saying anything. Nene seems to be kind of looking after her too, somewhat. I can't wait for fucking like our fucking boyfriend to show up and be like, "Hey, did you have a fight with Koto?"
So that's why she didn't come up.
Like a random
Yeah.
person from outside is gonna come and be like, "Hey, did you have a fight with Koto?"
Hey, look, I don't want to go back to the Crowbar Hotel or nothing, but did you and Koda get in a fight? You can tell me, you know? I ain't going back anytime soon.
We had an argument. We didn't agree on the topic whether a single parent should be allowed to remarry or not. I mean, it's their choice, but whatever.
I see.
I thought she'd say something more, but she seemed like she had nothing to add.
I'll go bring Ichiro up too.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I don't remember if Murasaki's mom's alive or not.
Yeah, she is.
No, he watches Murasaki's mom.
Yeah,
and
Murasaki's mom
our
watches
mom.
Street Fighter versus Zombies with our mom.
Oh, you're right. With our mom.
Yeah, our
That's
mom.
true.
Had a fight with Kotoha.
Ichiro asked as soon as she entered my room.
Well, given how spoiled that princess is, I can't blame you for running out of patience.
No, her being that spoiled doesn't really bother me so much.
It doesn't. You sure have a big heart, man.
I'm liking Ichiro more and more with every passing
Ichiro.
line.
But every time she says more lines, I'm like, I don't know if this could be her voice when she comes out of the body.
No, she's out of the
Why
body.
can't that be her voice?
No, she's totally gotta be the fucking New Yorker. Come on.
This will be a vacuum voice.
This will
I
be a
can play
vacuum
a-
voice.
I don't know whose fault is it
Vacuum,
this time,
vacuum's voice for
but
the soul.
I think you should solve your problems with fists.
Yes, I agree. Let's punch Kota. Why would I do that with someone I could just talk to?
It'd be cooler that way.
She is the New Yorker. It's gotta happen.
It's just, she's the mafia boss.
I'm not, she's Kuzuri. Come on. I'm not really sure what you're looking for here. Not to mention, of course, that Kota is a
fist
girl.
I'm looking for a fist fight.
Well, even if you won't communicate with your fists, you two are gonna need that amount of guts to move on from here.
Guts. I don't got a flame orb, though.
It's just not an optimal combination.
That's you, Stormy.
Oh, it's not something that can be solved with only 1 or 2 words, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would have solved it by now if it only had 2 words.
I heard Mom at the front door getting ready to leave.
I'll be off then. Yeah.
Okay, take care. Go save some people from coronavirus. Phew.
Is Waluigi doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom went on her
Waluigi
night
works in the
shift.
field.
I turned to face the guest room door. I'd let her have the time to herself, but as the evening had arrived, I just couldn't let the night end without doing anything at all. Kota!
Shoo, can you open the door a little?
I did as Nene said. She slipped through the gap and arched her back in a stretch.
Get ready.
I peeked into the room as she did that.
Okay.
Kota
time
sat on the
event.
floor with her
Quick time
arms around her knees.
Close it, please.
Okay. I silently slid the door shut.
I don't like this at all.
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
Shoo, I'm hungry.
I hear you.
Well, you're not the main character, are you?
Nene began meowing as we entered the living room, so I
Wait,
hurried
your
to the
turn.
kitchen area to open the cabinet with the cat food in it. Which one do you want today?
The can.
I'll throw you in the can. You seem to have taken a liking to that.
It isn't called cat food for nothing. The stuff in the cans really hits the spot.
You're right, it's not called cat food for nothing. It's called cat food because it's food for cats. The cats
Food
eat.
for cats.
You're enjoying your cat life, I see.
It's not bad, meow. I wouldn't mind being a cat for my next life too.
Is that how much you like it?
Nene's a fucking furry.
God.
Will you keep me in this house if I am?
Absolutely not. You're already dangling from a single thread. No.
Meow. At least you say you would, even if you wouldn't.
Yeah. I absentmindedly nodded as I transferred the contents of the canned food to Nene's plate.
Let's begin. Meow.
No, you can do it yourself.
Well, hold on. I'm not digging in. I don't know about you.
All I'm
not
digging
eating
is a
cat food.
grave for you.
Munch.
Nene jumped at the food as soon as it touched the plate.
Wow, quick 10
Meow,
minutes.
delicious.
As got the hair looking.
Bad.
Meow? She's not as depressed as she seems.
Well, hold on. It's okay. I mean, I guess that's good, but
It's more like she's stuck in a spiral of wallowing over her bad luck.
she's not as bad. He's not as depressed as she seems. She's just very depressed.
It'll take a bit more time for her to calm down, I think.
Time alone advances without mercy while we stay rooted in the same space. Jesus, why? Why are you doing this again? The only reason at all I haven't begun panicking yet is Sakura's request to respect the pace of the others, but a whole day is about to be wasted on doing nothing at all.
Yeah, she's definitely sloth.
Murasaki
Yeah,
went
I
home after we
think she
transported the
is.
deadlies downstairs. Night had fallen before I even realized it. It's almost midnight. Man, Vlinks, you type fucking loud, huh?
Sorry.
He's hacking.
He's hacking.
He's hacking into the mainframe. Cut us some slack.
I guess we
That's
should go.
that's my deadly sin.
I guess we
Well,
should
hold
go
on.
downstairs and get killed, right?
I mean, I guess I've had enough waiting around. Time to save the game and die.
No way, I can't wait any longer. A whole day is about to meaninglessly come to an end. I have to make Kodaka think positively, even if it means going against my own principles. Chiako, I'll be going downstairs one more time.
Don't do it. Don't
Chiako
do
probably
it.
didn't stop me because she was a telephone and couldn't.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
As I
Who's
descended the
ready?
stairs, I realized that the lights were on in the living room.
Dimitri.
No, I mean,
Have you seen this
I've
movie
seen
yet?
I've seen the CG just because Stormy wanted to know if there was any gore.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I guess I'm happy to know there isn't any gore, but I'm
Yeah.
upset to know that I'm the only one who's going to be dying. Lynx will be here to suffer with me, I guess.
Well,
which is-
Stormy hasn't
Yes.
seen it. Stormy hasn't seen it. She just I told her.
Oh, okay.
Koda. I
I
heard her coughing in the kitchen, so that's where you were.
Jeez, don't scare me like that. I really end up pouring my drink down middle.
Oh, sorry about that.
What?
I'm sorry in general. Wasn't thinking about you at all.
I wasn't thinking about you at all.
I'm sure it must have been really shocking to see your dad married to someone who you never even met before. I don't think it was okay for him to do that, so I can't blame you for losing faith in him.
Hey. Why the heck are you saying exactly the opposite of what you did before?
Uh,
Huh? Are you kidding me? It wasn't okay for him to do that? You just told me yesterday that he needed support to get back on his feet. So why the heck are you saying the exact opposite right now?
because I'm just exhausting all my dialogue options until something works.
Are you telling me I was an idiot for taking your words to heart? After I thought about it for a while, I started feeling the same way as you. Oh no, you did the wrong thing. How could we have known? But now you're making me feel like I'm stupid again.
No, you are. Koda suddenly picked up a kitchen knife
Hold on.
and pointed it at me.
Why? Why? Why did you change your mind? Why are you giving up your own argument? No, okay, this seems wildly out of character.
Hey.
Why? Tell me. Is it because I'm dead? It is, right? I've only got a few days left, so you gave in to me out of pity. You only conceded because you feel sorry for me.
No.
I was trying to understand, Father, your point of view. But this attitude of yours pisses me off so much. It's like you keep rubbing salt into my wound. I bet that to you, I'm just a miserable ghost. It's not even worth being honest with. If you were going to patronize me, then at least do it so from the very start. Why can't you be nice to me like you were with Sakura?
Despite the situation, her words sunk right into my soul. It makes sense.
Just like this knife will sink right into you.
After being killed under unfair circumstances, she suddenly found herself in an unfamiliar place. I think so. Then she found out her father
doesn't
had
get
married.
worse than this.
So she found out her father married someone she didn't even know, which made her feel all alone in the world. And then when she vented this to me, I forced her on the idea of just having to accept it. I told her that her father needed support to get back on his feet, but what about her? What had I told this girl who needed support more than anyone else? She'd already been struggling to understand her father all on her own. She might even be a kind of person clumsy enough to set bread on fire, but she's doing her best in her own way. She'd been trying to take my words to heart, so I have to treat her the same way as well, and...
You're not even answering me. Well, fine.
Well, shit, sorry, wait, no, I was just having an inner monologue, hold on.
Wait, I was having internal monologue. I can be external. Wait, hold on.
Kota's expression changed and she pointed the knife at her own neck.
Well,
Hey.
I don't want to spend 7 days feeling like this.
Hold on,
girl,
that's
wait, we only have... Wait, girl, we only have one body.
Hold on, this Chiako's, don't.
I was happier when I was dead.
Kota's fingers tensed up, and I fucking got it. I reached out my hand.
Oh, my fingies. Oh no. Huh?
Okay, maybe we should go back and do the bad version of that and let her kill herself first.
Well, huh? You don't have to, actually. I guess you just want to see all the content.
Wait, I truly couldn't tell, Dimitri, which of these dialogue options led to this point.
I think it was just going downstairs.
It was impossible for me to tell. Do you want to save this one?
Oh yeah, we can save and come back to it. You're right.
Yeah.
It
doesn't matter because we know how to get here,
Yeah.
but
We'll be
there's
back.
not that many dialogue options in this.
There's just the one.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
know.
nothing. Wait, no, we did that. Wait.
No, we want to
Wait,
go.
Dimitri-
I want to go downstairs, but I don't want to do the QuickTime event to save her.
There's a QuickTime event?
Yeah, I just did a QuickTime event.
Oh, I didn't realize that you had
Yeah,
to, like,
I grabbed the knife as she was about to stab herself.
That got her hurt.
So there's 3 options, I guess. I wonder what happens if you don't do it.
If you don't go downstairs.
Maybe she comes and kills you. You can press the skip button.
Yeah, I could, but I don't want to accidentally.
QuickTime.
Yeah. Kota's expression changing. Hey!
I want to spend 7 days feeling like this. I was happy when I was dead.
Kota has fingers tensed up.
Oh, they're quite generous on this QuickTime event.
That's it.
Nene's. Okay, that's good. Did it just play like an unpleasant
Okay,
sound?
no blood, that's
Yeah,
good.
just an unpleasant
that
sound.
scream you hit
Hi! God, every time.
Good. Okay, so we do have to, after this, I guess, go back and find out what happens if you don't do anything. Probably
Do
you
we?
die again.
Do we? I guess let's try that. See if anything happens.
Yeah. Do nothing.
But to keep my word to Sakura, I can't allow myself. Well, no, nothing will happen then because she was just getting a drink of water. The thing that made her pick up the knife was us going downstairs and being like,
Oh,
"Hey,
you
you
went
know
downstairs
what?
over
You
the
were right."
You were right the whole time.
You were right the whole
Here's
time.
the knife.
And she was like, "Well, hold on. Yes, I don't think this is actually going to do anything."
Okay, so maybe we'll just go back and finish our
Time,
thing.
if
and
nothing
then-
else, will heal Kota. Yeah, that's just the end of the day, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so for Konoha, you really have to fuck up.
Alright, so we just grabbed a knife with our hands. That's fun.
Yeah, with our fingies.
A jolt of pain rang along my fingertips.
What the heck are you doing?
Oh,
maybe we'll die anyway.
I'm sorry. You're all alone too. You
My
must think no one
fingers.
can understand
No,
this loneliness.
You're bleeding.
No one understood me either. No one shared the same kind of pain I did. The pain of one of your parents passing away. Situations seem opposite, but they're actually quite similar, don't you think? So I know how you
like
feel.
The pain of pricking your fingers on the knife? Cause
I know so well that it hurts. Like, literally hurts.
I get it already. Please let go.
Okay.
Why did you have to hurt yourself?
I am fucking just so glad that there's a fucking quick time event to not have a girl commit suicide.
Yeah, it's good.
It's subtle, right?
Press X to not die.
Don't die, it'll make me sad. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I know that much.
There's no one who's suicidal.
You wouldn't have done this if you didn't care. But also, you're definitely bleeding, dude. Shuichi. I understand that already, so please let go of the knife.
I relaxed my grip and Kotoha tossed the knife in the sink as soon as my hand was free.
Where's your first aid kit?
Up there.
Jeez, you're such an idiot.
Not as much of an idiot as you. I pointed at my
Your mom's
cabinet
gonna
with...
get home and be like, Shuichi, why do you keep getting hurt?
I pointed at my cabinet with my chin and while I washed my bleeding hand with cold water. It's not that deep, don't panic. You did just fucking grab a knife, though.
Why are you acting so calm about this? You're scaring me. My mom's a nurse.
Kotoha placed the first aid kit next to me, mumbling complaints as she did.
Show it to me.
Kotoha pulled my wrist to herself. I don't think it
Shuichi's
needs...
a drug dealer. Of course he's seen blood.
I don't think it needs stitches. Just put a band-aid on it.
What? Wait, Stormy, what
killed
drugs
people.
does she deal? What?
No, like, no, she's saying
He's
like
a
when
part
it,
of
when
gang
it, no, he's
force.
like, she's saying like when a deal goes bad, you know.
When a
You
deal
do
goes bad,
need
he has to kill them.
Yeah, so he's seen blood. He's
That's
familiar with
that's
it.
what happens in the drug markets.
Yeah.
I promise, I know.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, dude, I'm at all the drug markets
That's what happens at
where
the
the drugs are
Costco.
sold.
I don't think it needs stitches. Just put a band-aid on it.
Available wherever drugs are sold.
Me.
You're not lying to me, are you?
I'm not. I mean, my mother's a nurse. I know
My
this
mother's a
stuff.
nurse. That doesn't sound very convincing. What do you mean?
Kotoha stuck a band-aid on my hand as she said that.
My mother is a nurse. You're really just so stupid. I can't believe you thought it was a good idea to grab the pointy end of the knife.
I
You're
can't
supposed
believe
to grab
you-
the other fuck.
I can't believe you thought it was a good idea to fucking kill yourself. That's because you were about to slit your throat. I was desperate.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. You said you'd be sad if I died. Is that true?
Well,
Nah.
look, do you
No.
want the real answer or do you want
I can't wait for the menu
choice
option
to
where it's
pop
like, no.
Yeah, in a situation like that, you'd think I'd have time to make up a lie. Besides, I wouldn't have told you all those things in the first place if I didn't care about you.
I'm sorry. I never thought you'd go that far. I wasn't planning to hurt you.
Don't hurt yourself either.
Alright.
Kotoha gave my hand a scrutinizing look, making sure it would be okay.
But you know, you're kind of making me confused as to whether I'm dead or not.
Oh, okay, well let me set the record straight on that one. You are in fact dead.
Don't worry. You are dead. But
Like, there should be maybe
like,
some confusion about your feelings about your father, or your feelings about dying in 7 days, but no, you are dead. Don't be confused about that.
You're super dead. But just to clarify again, this body has to be used by at least 6 more girls. So no damage, please. We don't have
it would be 5 more.
we don't have insurance on it.
It's still true, of
No
course.
body insurance.
She's a ghost. I ended up forgetting that in the spur of the moment.
What happens to the body when all the girls are done?
It starts rotting.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? We left the living room and headed to our own rooms. Good
Actually, what if the
enough.
body's
Shuichi
already
puts her
rotting?
phone in it. Shuichi puts his phone into it. That's what happens.
Oh my god.
It has the Google Assistant on it.
Good night. Make sure to get a good night's sleep. I turned to leave, but Kotoha clasped my sleeve all of a sudden.
Hey, where you going?
To my bed.
To bed? Come here.
No. With that, Kotoha continued into the guest room. Oh no. Inside, she unlocked the window, then glanced at me once and stepped out onto the veranda.
you.
Nene worriedly snuggled against my feet. I glanced at her, trying to let her know it was okay. Having apparently received the signal, she sat down. Koda herself sat on the veranda, her arms around her knees.
Why are you standing there? Sit down.
Okay. I sat down next to her.
Why is she being this way?
We're gonna have emotions. You said my father needed someone to support him.
Yeah.
You still think so?
Yeah. I mean, ADCs fucking suck.
How come our first CG we've seen was Koda with a knife?
I don't know.
She doesn't do a lot.
Were we supposed to treat her like shit?
I don't know. I feel like we missed a bunch, honestly.
I don't know what we did, honestly. Like, were there any options when she read like a day's worth of manga? Then you're saying you can understand him?
When my dad passed away, Mom said I was the only thing she had left. She did everything she did for my sake. Being left all alone at home, I had no one else to support me emotionally. So I know how important it can be to have someone you can trust by your side. And your dad lost both his wife and his daughter. He might not have had it in him to remain among the living if this new woman he married wasn't around.
Someone to support you.
Yeah, like I have Chaco, and you have nobody, like that. I said that, but when we were arguing, I realized something. When I was a kid, I only fought with my loneliness, but if I saw my mom, who had always been so much in love with my dad, marry someone else, I might have rejected them both, just like you did.
Yeah, it would have been hard, I think.
Nah, guys, divorce is never hard.
Divorce is easy. I've done it so many times. I'm a professional. You probably would have, at least at first. But I realized something we were fighting too. I'm a big baby. That my father really might have been thinking about remarrying for my sake. He might have been trying to save me from being lonely like you were.
I'm sure that was it.
Ouch.
And then I died. Oops. Didn't you say something weird earlier?
I mean, all the time. What do you mean weird?
Yeah, I was like, I'm always saying something
Damn
weird.
bourgeoisie.
That we seem different, but we're actually the same or something like that. Did we say that? I do not remember this.
Yeah,
That's the line that every anime villain says. You can't...
We're not so different, you and I.
We're not so different, you and I. Come, Kakarot.
My favorite part is I'm pretty sure the three of you thought of 3 different anime when I said that.
Right?
I didn't actually think of any anime in like particular.
That's just a trope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't think
Definitely, yeah. But definitely 3 distinct anime came to mind. I just picked one.
I
It was like Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z.
fuck Cowboy.
I always
Bebop.
think of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist. was
Oh, who's Scar?
Yeah.
Greed.
Oh,
says
Greed.
it to,
Okay.
yeah.
Greed says it to Al, and then so does Father.
No. I'd suggested that my mom remarry because she didn't want to, and you rejected your dad because he was trying to remarry. Our pain originates from the fact that we both lost one of our parents, because the cause is similar, right?
I suppose so. We share the same kind of pain, huh? Except now, because you grabbed the pointy end of a knife. Though it feels kind of annoying to be compared to you.
Alright, cool. Fuck you still. I am glad that, at the very least, the one important thing we learned from this arc is we officially got status on Shuichi's dad being dead. Because up until now, all we knew is he liked big titties.
That's true. We do have 2
what?
facts now.
Hey, that's my line. The
How
only
did we know that about Shuichi's dad?
because we got
said so.
we got big titty
You're just
we got
like
big
your
titty
mom.
hentai. We got big titty hentai, and Mom saw it and she's like, "You're just like your
son."
father."
You're just like your father.
Hey, you're just
Then
like
we
your father.
got
He liked
just
big
like
titty
your
too.
father.
And then she went off to work and was like, we'll never speak of this again.
And then we died. We got
And then-
turned
and
into
then we died?
we got turned into an origami puppet.
Anyway, a lot has happened.
What is this video game?
Uh-huh. That sounds like the start of another fight.
I smiled myself, having finally seen a crack in that stony face of hers. So that's how you look when you laugh.
So weird. What? You make it sound like I'm normally as expressionless as a statue or something.
Well, she isn't lacking in angry expressions, that's for sure.
It's not like I'm always looking for an excuse to start a fight or something. It's just... I start acting like that when I get embarrassed.
You're sounding so shy when she said that. Made her look incredibly cute, but only for a fleeting instant. I'd like to see you be this honest more often.
Pervert.
Why?
Yeah, why? Well, if you say so.
Does honest mean something different in Japanese?
No, I don't think so.
No, she's just like this. I think it was more because you called her cute.
Like,
No, we didn't say that out
You
loud.
thought she was cute. Can she read your mind?
Oh, we didn't? Oh, okay, there was
Is
just...
she a
we were
mind
looking
reading
at it like
ghost?
that. No, that's only... We only have
That's
one
only
mind reading
Chaco.
ghost around here. Yeah.
Fucking Chaco from upstairs. Pervert!
at least she isn't racist like Sakuya.
It's
So
Sakuya.
good for.
Was he
really?
I don't remember
I don't remember
Sakuya
him
being
being
racist.
racist.
I already said he
I
called
truly just-
Angel a Filipino banana boy.
What?
Sakuya called Angel
I'll be honest,
a
I did
Filipino
not even...
banana boy.
I didn't even know Angel was Filipino, so...
He's a Luzon bleeding heart dove. It's from the Philippines.
I don't
Well,
know what the fuck you're talking
You know what?
about.
I wouldn't... I
Yeah,
did not know
I
that.
missed half
That's
the
fair.
words you just said. What are you saying? And in what
This
language
is her
are you
total
saying?
Okay,
boyfriend.
alright, I thought you were talking about fucking Sakura from this game. I was like,
No,
what,
no,
she did
no,
what with
no,
a
no.
Filipino? There's a Filipino banana boat
I said
republic?
Sakuya.
Okay.
Ain't that a sunscreen?
I was gonna think about it, I guess. I
Banana
felt like she
boy.
was slowly opening her heart to me, even as she said so with a furrowed brows. With a furrowed brows. I'm good at this.
One furrowed browser. Wow, we're on day 5.
I can't believe Doug Bowser did this himself.
Wow, Koda really truly has like... You can really like streamline this one.
Yeah.
Like you can skip so much dialogue.
Doug Bowser did nothing.
So what happens if you don't help her at all?
You just
Or
go
is
to the
she
next
just
day.
like, I'm...
I guess she's still
Wait,
mad.
she's just like, that's cool. Yeah, is she still mad with you? Will she kill you?
She'll,
No.
Morning is there. Morning here.
she'll just be mad at
Morning,
us.
this-
Good morning, Shuichi. Goo, Goo.
What?
Goo-ha.
That was an impression. Oh, wait, did I say that? I said good morning, Wait, hold up. Good morning, Shuichi. Go, huh? That was an impression of you. You said my line before I could. I was just fooling around, but Chiako seemed honestly dejected by it. I'm sorry, forgot I said anything. Say your line, Chiako. Are you sure you even want to hear it now? Yes, of course. I can't start my morning without it. Thank goodness. Then in that case... Good morning, Shuichi. But now I've got dirt on you. If I don't say my morning line, you can never get out of bed. I will use this to my advantage in the future. Yeah, good morning. Chiako chuckled menacingly. I almost... Yes?
What are we doing here?
What do you mean?
What is this?
I almost ended up ruining that beautiful smile. I went downstairs and entered the living room to see Konoha munching on a piece of toast.
Oh shit.
She did it. This is
She
character
makes
growth.
toast now.
Character growth.
Ah, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Our morning greeting ended up being a bit awkward.
I'm sorry for everything.
Lynx is hacking
Hey,
the mainframe again.
So if this is how it was gonna go anyway, then you really don't have to like do the entire last day. Huh?
No, you don't.
The
You
entire
can just
previous
you
day.
can just skip day 4.
I cannot believe that they just left everything the same.
You just
And
don't
this
get a
is like,
CG.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting questions about online school and student council.
There you go.
And
oh,
I'm
nice.
having to make arguments for why we shouldn't have a student council meeting when we're all in quarantine. And I feel like
Zoom,
it's
Zoom.
pretty obvious, but they don't.
Well, what if
agree.
you do it on like Zoom?
That's what they want to do, and I'm like, this is pointless. Like, there's no reason for this.
But what do they want to do? Just have a meeting?
Yeah,
About
stuff that we would have been doing that we aren't doing anymore. Like, it's obviously canceled. People are like, but we want to have our astronomy night. No, we're not doing it.
no one's doing astronomy night. School is
Astronomy
gone.
night. Wait, you could just do astronomy night on Zoom.
Yeah, do
That's
astronomy
what they're
night.
suggesting.
Do astronomy
I
night
don't-
from your own house. Just everyone's in the
Well,
call together, but everyone's
everyone
looking at
go
their own night
outside.
sky.
That's what they're saying, and I'm like, that's stupid. You can't do that.
No, you can do it.
No,
It's
this is
great.
good. No,
It's great.
no, this is good. You should do it.
It's team building.
No, but you know what, Blinks? I was on your side, but now I'm fully against
I'm
it.
fully
I-
against it. This is good.
There's
No,
problems.
do it.
I'm out here just making enemies. You wanna come into my student council group chat?
Sure.
Yeah, invite me to your Zoom. I can't believe Lynx is gonna go have a conference call at like 9 p.m.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
He's
Like,
gonna go
we're-
do his. He's gonna go look at the stars.
Wait, is astronomy night now?
Can you even see
Today?
the stars?
No,
where
astronomy
you are?
night or astronomy night was scheduled for the 21st. No, wait.
Oh, well, that's not gonna work.
Lynx, can you even see stars from where you're at?
It's not like he lives in a hole. He lives in Texas.
Yeah.
What if you live in the big city, though?
I live
Yeah, I
in
see
Long
what she's
Island. I
asking.
can't see shit.
Okay.
We can see more stars in Dallas than you can see in New York, but we still
That's
can't see
fair.
very.
Okay, that's fine then, because I totally like assumed Stormy was like, "Don't you live at the bottom of the ocean?" Like,
Yeah, the question
know-
caught me off guard. But
I know
think
you
she's talking
Texans.
about,
I
like,
know you Texans are mole people.
Yeah, Skitter.
What's that, Nitesh? What's that book we had when we were like in elementary school, like Ember or something? The City of Ember.
City of Ember,
Oh.
yeah.
I
I never read it.
one of those. I read one of
I
those.
did see. I know there was a movie about it.
Did
They were definitely not mole people, but they were kind of mole people.
Well, they lived underground. All I know is
They
I
lived
read
underground.
the sequel before I read the original because I found the sequel just laying around somewhere, like the something of Sparks, the village of Sparks.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Sparks
and I read
was
that, and it's like,
time.
and I was like understood like 3/4 of it, and I was like, oh, there's a book before this one. I should read that. Whoops.
Whoops.
Anyways,
God.
game time.
I'm sorry for that tangent.
No, it's great.
I felt my anger getting the better of me.
Oh, I'm
Almost
sorry
like I
for
had
being
to go
so
join
sensitive,
some
too.
astronomy night or something.
Fuck, we should do that. That sounds fun.
Hmm.
Also, man, Stormy must be shit. You're in New York, right?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
rough.
I'm trying to. That's one of the most light
I-
polluted places on the planet.
I can see it in Lake George, so
Yeah.
it's fine. So it's like once a year.
No, I didn't mean the stars. I meant like the coronavirus.
Oh, I meant the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
I go out rarely now.
It's like everyone's like, ah, shit, Stormy can't do astronomy night. And meanwhile, I'm like, Stormy's gonna die.
Yeah, of a respiratory disease.
Everyone's like, oh shit.
Shit, Stormy can't do
Stormy
Stormy can't do
astronomy
astronomy night if she's dead. Oh no.
No, people over where I am are not taking this disease seriously enough, and it's getting on my nerves.
They really aren't.
That's a lot of the Midwest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dude,
Here
she
we
toasted
are.
some bread for us too, by the way.
You know, I toasted some bread for you too. Let's eat together.
Sure, I suppose that's her way of expressing that we've now made up. Do I got that famous Waluigi jam? I sat at the table and took a bite of her toast.
I love it. They play it on.
Okay, now that I think about that,
Mario
that
Kart.
line definitely meant like when I said I took a bite out of her toast. That definitely meant like the toast that she made. But I totally just envisioned Shuichi going up to her plate, just taking and chomping into her
Howard.
fucking toast that she was holding, being like, "Oh, that's
Hey,
good.
That's my toast.
You're getting better."
Shut up.
Despite her words, Konoha's cheeks took a slightly pink complexion. She seriously had trouble being honest.
Yeah, we do that. By the way, we never went on that date, did we?
Yeah, I almost forgot
What?
about it.
Don't date a
I
ghost.
super definitely forgot about it. We were so she was like, "You would be really cool if we went on a date like they did in that manga that I read. That was cool." And
And then we went
were
outside and she's like,
"Huh?"
"It's too hot."
And then we went outside and she was like, "Actually, it's too hot." Bye. Then she
I
went
think-
back inside and then we had a big fight.
I think the first option is the best because it makes you seem interested.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely have to do the first option here.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to be now that she's trying to improve as a human being. I feel like we should be nice.
We should support her.
Yeah, sure.
Wait.
You want to be like, I
so this
guess
is-
I'll date
This is
you.
the same body as last time, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
does she have a completely different body type as the previous?
She
one?
does, and
Ah,
she's
you've-
just wearing different clothes and changed her
Yeah.
hair color and style.
You've caught
Yes.
on to the conceit of the game. I see.
I guess maybe it's the big pigtails, but it seems like she's got a more slender frame than the last one. You know, like she
they-
seems skinny and short.
I think.
They're doing it intentionally. I think they're generally the same, but
Yeah.
like,
I think the
Yeah, I
thing
get
with
what you're
with
saying.
Sakura is she had like a very frilly dress.
Yeah, Sakura had like a very like.
And then
Yeah.
hers is form fitting, and so she looks thinner.
I think so.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's because Sakura dressed like somebody who was going to the city for the first time, and This girl dresses like she walked out of the magical
Like
Joy.
this girl walked out of like she fucking reads manga for entire days on end when she's about to fucking die.
Yeah, and then she does, and
then she does die.
So here we are.
Indeed.
Then I suppose I have no choice. Let's go out on a date.
Yeah, let's do it. I went outside and Koda followed
Do I have
me.
a choice? Can we not?
She stopped
No,
right
after,
outside of
like-
the front door as her body met with the direct rays of the morning sun. You okay about going outside in the heat today?
I can't afford to be picky any longer. Besides, I put on enough sunscreen to last me for a while. There are only 3 days left until I've got to give my body away. After all.
You sound awfully determined today.
Of course, I can't just sit around and do nothing.
I think that's exactly what you were doing yesterday.
Shut up! That was partly your fault, okay?
Yeah, not really, but okay. I'll treat you to something nice in exchange.
I see. It's fine then.
That was easier than I thought it would be.
Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be able to buy anything anyway if you don't treat me, since I've got no money.
Yeah.
That's so humiliating. I can't believe I have to rely on someone as poor as you.
You're not getting a single cent now,
Drug
damn it.
You're literally about to die. Can you be any more gracious?
No.
Jeez, just how rich were you anyway?
I don't even know how I'd tell.
What did your dad do for a living?
He just was. I don't know.
He got old money, dude.
She's a trust fund.
He kept
kid.
going overseas all the time. We had many foreign guests as well.
I couldn't quite tell his exact line of work from that description, but it does sound like something a rich person would do.
What if he was part of the mafia?
What if her dad was the president?
What if her dad was the Yakuza? So, what are you planning to take? Where are you
She's a
planning to take me?
Kuzaryu.
Fast Mart.
And he's gonna be like, to the gas station.
Is there anywhere you want to go?
She's the Kuzaryu bitch sister.
You know, now that I think about it,
Literally.
we really did to blow our like one like nice chef's date.
What?
I guess we have to like call Kuzuryu up again and be like, hey,
You just called him
Kinakuya.
Kuzaryu.
yeah, sorry. We have to call Cosma up and be like, hey. Well, I don't really have that many options besides the main road and the sea. I
Yeah.
forgot about this.
Then let's
this
go to the
side
main
detail.
road for starters.
Okay. I forgot about the side detail where they can't go to 90% of the places. 'cause
As
it's
we
too close
approached
to
a
temple.
more crowded area, Koda began turning toward and looking at the other passerby. What's wrong?
No, I just feel like there's a lot of tourists here.
No, that's
I feel
because
like
this
I'm
town is
dressed
a
very weirdly.
tourist destination.
Really?
Yeah. Our town is famous for its long history and is surrounded by beautiful shrines, temples, and Buddha statues.
Yeah,
you
the
know those
big
things
Buddha.
making it very
That's
difficult for you.
Yeah, you know, the problems.
Buddha statues. Problems.
Oh, you don't understand.
It's
the Buddha
problems
statues are
for
the
ghosts.
worst.
It is a
No,
ghost
I'm
problem.
familiar with the. I was here for the last one, or no, for the one before that.
And that's exactly why we can't move freely here, isn't it?
Yeah. Ironically, we couldn't go anywhere near the main tourist attractions.
Well, fine. It's not like I'm interested in those things anyway.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I'll be able to take this heat for much longer.
Ah, perfect timing. I stopped in front of a cafe. We're here.
Oh, this doesn't look too bad.
Let's drink something cold. I opened the door and urged Koda inside. What?
Ooh. It's nothing.
Koda looked down for a moment, then hurried inside. The fuck? We sat down at the sofa seats in the
nice.
center.
The inside of the cafe.
Let's see what they have.
They have tree. I'll go with apricot soda.
That was fast.
What?
Stormy, you want it? Or Blinks, you want to take this one? Or
Oh,
Stormy?
the waitress.
Are you ready to order?
Well, well.
Apricot soda and a plum shaved ice.
Very well.
Why are you talking to me through a walkie-talkie? We don't have to social distance that far.
Very well. Over.
10-4. Koda looked around, clearly impressed. Do you like it?
Yeah. It's pretty tasteful for someone like you.
I'll take that as the biggest possible compliment one could squeeze out of you.
That's probably true. What's that supposed to mean? This is good, but it's not the best place I've ever been to. I do praise things when praise is due.
Then try praising me.
Why should I do that?
Because I'm praiseworthy. Just as a test, a demonstration of your ability.
Of your ability.
Are you sure you know how to praise people properly?
Ugh. Okay, I'll do it.
Well, come at me! I spread my arms, taunting her, in the middle of the cafe.
Oh, is here where we do the fist fight?
Me?
Oh, you're approaching me! Blinks.
Here you go.
Blinks.
An apricot soda and a plum shaved ice.
She just fucking chucks it at us from across the room while she talks into the walkie-talkie. No, she talks into one of those things they have at the playgrounds where it's like there's the one like thing on each side. The fucking stupid ass mulch phones.
Like Kodawa turns around and is like, "Hey Shuichi, why did we order at the drive-thru?"
Our orders were chucked at us through an open window.
I have no idea what's making it sound like a walkie-talkie to you guys. I'm not going for that. But, like, I got real close to my mic to try and counteract that, so I have no idea what the issue is.
No, getting close to the mic made it better.
The cost of it.
No, I wasn't. I was far away from the mic, and
That's
then
what
I
I'm
thought,
saying.
okay, so I
No,
need
when
to
you
get
were far away
closer.
from the mic, you were like, "Not very well," and it was like it sounded like a walkie-talkie. Then you got close, and it didn't sound like that anymore. But I wanted to keep the joke going.
Okay.
That's a delicious looking shaved ice.
Right? I love this stuff. That can't have been your idea of praising somebody.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
You're just jealous of my shaved ice.
No, I genuinely thought it looked
You can't
delicious.
compliment someone's food. That's not a compliment.
Well, it really
He
is,
has a
but
good
You
taste.
didn't even make it, you just are eating it. Shut up, let me have a taste.
is that how she asked for a favor? Fine, fine. I scooped out some of the shaved ice with my spoon and stuck it out to her.
Do you have any idea what you're doing right now?
Offering you some of my shaved ice?
You're trying to feed me.
I mean, you probably don't know how to do it yourself. Now I see. Kotaha is weak to these kinds of things.
You're gonna bully her?
Weakness noted. I can use this to have a little fun. Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah, you're
What?
out here trying to manipulate.
It's got coronavirus.
I mean, we're on a date right now, aren't we?
Well, these are
Kota's
definitely some
circuits seem to have shorted out. Hurry, your shaved ice is melting.
Yeah,
Kotaha swallowed the shaved ice, her face having gone red.
it's good.
Right? I scooped a spoonful and ate some myself. Yeah, I love this plum aftertaste.
Wait, did you just?
Mm-hmm.
That was. You're gonna get coronavirus.
It's okay. We literally live in the same house. I think we already both got it.
That was indirect.
Huh? Oh, right. I should have asked first. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
If you don't mind, then
Yeah.
it's okay.
All right. Oh, so she doesn't mind. I relaxed and held myself to another spoonful.
It's
Gulp.
like, okay, fine. No, it's nothing.
Kotaha averted her eyes before sticking a straw into her mouth.
What's going on in this video game?
We had a little rest after finishing our lunch and leaving the cafe.
She doesn't want to catch. No, Blinks, you don't understand. She doesn't want to catch the coronavirus.
See, I think maybe that's not it, actually.
Social distancing, kids.
I think maybe this game's older than the COVID.
Remember, kids, always play remotely with your friends and go on Zoom dates where you can bring your computer to the cafe. Phew, it was good.
Was it to your liking, the lady?
Wait, did you guys go into a cafe and only order a drink and a shaved ice and leave?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that.
What of
That's fine with cafes.
No, you can do that. That is something that a cafe is suited for. But also, I don't know if I would call that a date necessarily.
That's
I guess you
completely
could.
a date. Like, you don't
I
have
guess
to
you
have
could.
dinner and a date. You can just go get a snack while you're on a date.
I think I just feel like we.
Okay,
Do you get the
Nitesh.
feeling
What
that we
makes
feel
it a-
like that we spoiled soccer a lot more?
Yeah, well, okay, look, the thing is...
Because soccer was worth it.
Sakura was a...
Yeah, exactly.
No, hold on. Sakura was a normal human being.
So, like, we had to do actual things with her. The thing about Kotoha is she's a shut-in. She's never been outside. This is literally the most she's been outside as a human being.
God, I'm so worried about when we get to Shizuku.
What differentiates between like just going out with your friend, having like at a cafe, and having a date? Cause
romantic intent.
Oh, like if you get coronavirus,
oh,
you share a spoon.
Okay, thank you.
With Shizuku, we just fucking wake up in the morning, the very first morning before Murasaki even puts her in. She's like, I've got the nuclear launch codes. Let's blow this shit up, motherfuckers.
Okay, wait, which one is Shizuku and why are we saying about her?
She's gonna
put her back in the daddy Murasaki.
She's gonna blow up the giant Buddha statue.
She's like, if I can't go where I want, I'll fucking blow up your Buddha statue.
I'm taking Japan hostage.
You literally, like, the previous girl gets sent out, and then you wake up in the morning, your house is gone, the town is gone, everything is up in flames. people are just on the streets killing each other.
I go downstairs and Shizuku's like, I was trying to make toast.
Shizuku having thumbs is like the scariest thought right now.
She's like, good.
Oh yeah, think about Nene having thumbs.
Oh no, I don't want to. Alright.
Yes, you deserve praise.
Kotoha smiled, clearly in good spirits. She keeps picking fights with me, but she has a cute side to her as well. What do you want to do after this?
Go home.
Already?
Huh? Got a problem with that?
No, not really.
I mean, it's so hot, isn't it?
If you say so.
Is there something else you want to do?
Not really.
Let's go home.
This didn't feel like a date at all.
What? You wanted it to be more like a date?
You're the one who said you wanted to experience something like that.
I understood how it feels like to go out with someone with the opposite sex, and that's good enough for me. Time to go home.
I got worked up over nothing.
If you wanted it to feel like a date that badly, then we should go home like you do after a date. Hold on.
What does that mean? What do you even mean?
Well, it's obvious. In the comic we read, they had their hands.
Are you 5? What did you want to say about their hands?
Nothing, forget it.
She wants to hold hands!
You want to hold hands?
Hold hands with this ghost, please.
How did you know?
Because it's hard to think of anything else within this context in hands, you know, unless you like want it like me to finger you, which I hope not.
You want to be horny about it. Which
Sorry.
Oh my god. You gotta save us.
Oh my lord.
This is the most important decision I've ever been offered.
That is the coldest response.
Ouch.
Read the line though, Natesh. Read the line.
I didn't say it out loud, so have the good sense to not to blurt it out yourself.
Oh, that's what it means. Sorry, too.
Oh, okay.
That
would have been so funny. Oh, you want to hold hands?
Sorry. Social distancing and all that.
Okay, so this option no longer matters, I think.
Okay, well, I think it matters, like, I think if you say sorry, that sort of ends the conversation, whereas you want to join hands, it's like you just rephrasing the question, so you, like, keep pushing on it.
You want to grab this hand?
Wanna do it?
I mean hold hands.
That
That was quite the yelp just now. 5 stars and everything.
I mean... It's because you say weird things all the time.
It's not weird. I'm embarrassed too. But you want to know what kind of beast to date is, right? If you're fine with me, then I think we should hold hands. I averted my eyes.
know what kind of beast to date is.
I averted my eyes and stuck out my hand to her. I averted my hands and stuck out my eyes to her.
You just like you put your arms behind your back like you're gonna Naruto run and you just stare at her.
I was just like you're just flossing. Just let me tell you one thing first. I'm only doing this with you because there's no one else around.
That's fair. What
are you afraid that your reputation's gonna be destroyed? You're gonna die first.
Ring, 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 ring. Oh, who's that? Oh, hey, Kinokui, you want to hold hands with a girl? Koda hesitated for a moment.
Kinakuna's gonna show up and be like, "Hey, where's that? What happened to that other girl?"
We both fell out. She has DID.
Oh, wait, Dimitri.
What?
When do you think Kinakuna's gonna show up again? Because we will be a number of girls short. by that time.
I could tell how tense she was.
I think he's supposed to show up during every girl. Like
we don't know
towards
that.
the
We have,
end.
okay, Stormy, you have no reason to think that, or no reason to not think that. We have literally one data point so far.
To be honest, that
I
would
just
be
have a
hilarious if he
feeling.
showed up every time and we were like, "Sup, Kitakunya, here's my girlfriend." And then he's like, "What? Hello? Did my chef services mean nothing to you?"
No, it's okay. She has DID. It's the same girl.
Don't you think we're a little too close?
Not much you can do about that when you're holding hands.
Stay 6 feet apart, but hold hands.
They're using the little
So this is how it feels.
the little crabby thing that you have when you're short.
Our eyes
your
met for a
hands?
moment when we
Yeah,
instantly
those
looked
little
away.
crabby things.
What are you talking? Do you mean like the ones that like you can pick up stuff with? But
Yeah,
not
the
really?
pick up stuff, the crabby stuff.
Oh my god.
The ones they sell at the museum, like the museums.
Yes, yes, the ones you sell at the museum.
Okay, wait. Okay, that's
This is how
different.
people are going on dates these days.
I thought you were talking about the fucking the like jelly ones where you like put it on your finger and you like smack with the jelly. Sticky.
That's what they do these days. He walks up to a couple. So which one is the grabby hand and which one's the jelly hand?
Oh my god. We continue to walk like that for a while.
I think I'm getting used to this.
I see. I might have been the one to suggest this, but I'm just as nervous about it as her. I realized Kotoho was looking at her joined together hands.
Hey,
Hmm.
this is a good opportunity. So why don't we try that lover's hold that everyone's talking about?
Who is talking about?
What are you? Wait, what are you guys? Wait, what
You
are you
mean
guys?
that?
how are
What are you-
Wait,
Is that
Where
that
you-
might be a Japanese thing?
Where you interlock
Oh,
your
I see.
fingers?
Oh, they're just holding their hands like when you're helping your child cross the street. Yeah, that.
I gulped. After hearing that, I could no longer hide my nervousness.
Okay, guys, we're already at the gas station. Place your bets. What are the chances that we see Murasaki on the way home?
Oh, I was gonna say
Is it
Kinakuya.
100% or 700%?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna say less chance. That's just me.
Who's Murasaki?
The
She's
spirit
your childhood
medium.
friend who punches ghosts.
Kotoho gave me a
okay.
hard look. Then her hand turned him in my grip and her finger slid in between mine. I haven't even said I'm okay with it yet.
Wow,
Consent.
no consent. This feels
There's no point consenting.
kind of weird, I guess.
I stared at her for a few moments. What exactly feels weird? I want to know.
She's like, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that?
Thwack. Ugh. Just
With
how was
what?
I
With-
looking
oh,
at
with your other
you?
hand? With perverted eyes.
I wasn't doing that. Although after thinking about it for a moment, I'm not really sure I can declare that with confidence.
Jeez, I thought you were about to assault me.
Who would ever do something like that in the middle of the street?
Whatever, I've had enough of playing lovers. Let's go home.
With that, she hurried down the road. Damn, this princess is as fickle as a weather vane. Just what did she mean about feeling weird anyway?
That is the weirdest sentence you've said.
Fickle as a weather vane. Crowbar Hotel.
Oh,
Whoosh.
Who's whooshing? Aha!
Absolutely not.
Shoo!
Nene jumped at me as soon as I opened the door. Fucking, I
Where's-
stooped down, dodging her. Bitch ass.
Bam!
The inertia carried Nene right into Kota's chest.
Not this again.
Look at Kotaha with a cat on your chest.
Kota instinctively caught her and tossed her back at me.
We're playing hot cat.
Shoo!
Nene launched at me again.
Wait, here we go.
I closed the door.
Yeah! Oh, too late! Oh
No.
no!
Too late. Yeah.
Nene
you
quickly
didn't
slipped
do a
past
good
the
enough
crack of
job
the door
this
and
time.
invaded the interior. What? And instantly jumped at me again. I managed to catch her at the last moment. And threw her over myself. I
Oh,
yeeted her
shit, you
behind me.
fucking yeeted
And
her.
since Murasaki was standing right behind my back,
Where's that? I could go long.
she seized Nene by the scruff of her neck in midair.
Oh my god!
I got caught.
That was great.
Are you doing an action movie?
Did it look that flashy?
Yes. You could have spent more time looking at it then.
She seemed to have been enjoying it.
Can I go take a shower? I'm all sweaty.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then I'll be off.
Konoha disappeared into the living room.
Did everything work out okay?
Yeah, I got to eat some fucking ice with plums in it, and then I got to fucking throw a cat. I think so.
Yeah, I got to
No need to
throw a
worry, the
cat.
two of them got along very well.
the hand.
She almost sounds like a kindergarten nurse.
Now that I think about it, you're always with Shuichi, aren't you, Chaco?
Yes, but I'm doing my best to keep silent. Huh? Why? It's Koto's time now. It's Koto's time to die. I will, of course, speak if you mention me, but I'm trying not to interfere at any other time. I see. Chiako is truly an admirable person.
Yeah, I wish my phone was like that.
Knew when to
At
shut
all my
up.
coworkers.
Feeling very tired, I sat on my bed and leaned against the wall. Nene was dancing on the keyboard in accordance with Shizuku's orders. Ichiro and Mary were silently watching a rerun of some anime, or at least it looked that way. Murasaki silently read a book, looking more like a ghost than the other ones surrounding us. And I absentmindedly gazed out the window. The sky had
Blazed out
turned
the
red,
window.
evening had come, and the day had slowly approached its end. Koto only had 2 days left. There's no point in getting agitated about this, but I could feel an indescribable sense of urgency beginning to take me over.
It's okay, man. You already missed the part where bad things happen, right?
Where's Kotoha?
Hitting the rain closet.
Huh?
She's taking a shower.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, nobody has. I literally just came up with it.
Not a thing that anyone says. The rain closet.
She's taking a while, though.
Maybe she's drowning.
Yeah, it's already been a long time since she and Shu got back.
Now that you mention it, oh god, why?
Oh, here it is.
I guess.
Step 2.
I mean, if we check up on her, it's gonna be like pervert.
She's gonna be
right?
like, you pervert, and then she's gonna like punch you. Yeah.
Let's do it.
What if you say it's gonna be okay? What if she drowns, huh?
Yeah, let me see. Might as well check on her. I stood up from my bed.
Why don't you wait? Murasaki could have done this.
Uh-huh.
It didn't have to be.
I entered
Too
the living
easy.
room to see Kotoha sitting on the sofa with her arms around her knees. You done with your shower?
I finished that a while ago.
Okay. What's up with her? It's like she's been deflated. What's going on? I sat down next to her.
What?
Well, you seem to be in pretty low spirits.
How do you know that?
I could just tell by looking. It was beyond obvious, but I
Beyond
felt
obvious.
it'd only get her angry if I pushed too hard.
Was I honest today?
Uh-huh.
Thinking back, I feel like I've only been picking fights with you this whole time.
Yeah, you have been. That's just usual, though.
But I don't want you to misunderstand. I'm not doing that because I have something against you. I'd rather be nice myself. But for whatever reason, I just can't control myself sometimes. I thought about that today as I was taking my shower. And I realized I just kept complaining to you all the time. I became really anxious when I realized that.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Kotoha nodded and looked at me.
I began wondering if you actually hate me.
Yeah, I was momentarily taken aback by those unexpected words. Is that how she really feels, even after I grabbed that knife and everything? We do kind of shout a lot at each other when we communicate, but I haven't even minded it that much. Instead, I thought Kotoha looks almost unbelievably cute when she confesses her true feelings.
We truly, like, they did not care that we had that whole interaction where we grabbed a knife. It's just not part of the dialogue, huh?
because it didn't have to happen.
I know it's like a bonus extra scene, but it's like, it really shows, like, this game is written in, like, the paths are, like, not really important other than the one split path that matters. I'm okay when we're together, but I grow anxious when I'm alone.
Kotoha pressed a hand to her chest.
I realized that I'm empty in here. I don't know why, but it feels like there's a hole in my chest. Did you get stabbed?
Stabbed through the chest? I don't know what might be causing that, but is it because she was killed so mercilessly, or because her father found a new path in life without her? But I know how you feel, Kotoha. I experienced something like that too. When I lost my family and I had no one else to rely on, I thought I was all alone in the world and that no one would save me. There's no way to describe that intense feeling of loneliness. It feels like everything connecting you to other people has snapped when you realize that nobody can understand you. So to make sure that Kotaha didn't begin feeling the way I did a long time ago, I held her hand. After all, I can't let her go to the other world feeling like she's in a prison. We said nothing. The only ones that should be in prison are Nene and Shizuku. We said nothing.
And that one guy who escaped from the crowbar.
Who escaped from the crowbar. And only felt the shape of each other's hands. And Mr. Nakamura should be at a correctional facility.
Day 6 already. Oh my god.
I know.
I woke up.
Good morning, Shuichi.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's up?
When did we go to bed?
After we held hands. You're awake.
You're awake
Suspicious.
early today.
Yeah.
It's already August.
I see.
He's like, huh? What?
It's already August. Time sure flies, huh?
Yes, that is almost certainly true.
Kotaha only has 2 days left.
Good morning.
Yeah, Kotaha appeared out of nowhere.
It's been a trend. What's that supposed to mean? Don't act so surprised.
You were in my room this whole time?
I was.
What are you doing in here?
I'm reading manga.
Manga. I realized that she was sitting at the computer.
What, you got a problem with that?
No, I don't, but she must have really taken a liking to it.
Right? Members of the opposite sex often end up becoming lovers, right? What?
I mean, either or, I guess. No judgment.
I mean,
Oh, she's asking, like, what happens after love happens?
Oh.
What happens after that?
Huh?
Huh? What do lovers normally do?
Man, this manga shit and this date shit is literally all over her just trying to come to terms with what her father is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's exactly her fascination with romance is because she doesn't know what to make of any of it because
Yeah.
she's got a lot of personal.
What are you
That makes
talking
a lot of
about?
And also,
Manga?
she died at the age of 6. Yes.
What did they do in your manga?
Well, they confessed and got turned down in that one.
They don't even start dating?
What?
Really? That's the worst manga I've ever heard of.
That's so well, I mean, that is just most manga. But also, that's so shitty, dude.
Well, I mean, like, no, you
That's
don't
so
have a
shitty.
romance manga where, like, you get turned down. That's not...
No,
Like,
that sounds
I don't
like
think
one
it
of
was
the
a romance
concessions is
manga.
that's
They
not
just
what
kind
happens.
of assumed that it was a romance manga. Yeah, this guy loves another girl after all.
I see.
Dude, that's kind of shitty. You want me to like recommend you a different manga? Other manga too either mainly focus on the story before the two start dating, or the problems the couple have to deal with after they do. There aren't a lot of scenes where a loving relationship is portrayed at all. That's what I'm
see.
saying. She gets it. She's so right.
I wonder what you really do as a couple.
Things that they hadn't done when they were still friends, I suppose.
For example,
I'm in this. Hugging and kissing. And even beyond that.
so what you're looking for is ecchi. You want hentai? I can recommend several.
No, I can't. Yeah.
And you do, lunch is ready.
Mom's voice rung out from downstairs. You heard
You guys
her.
watching porn again?
You know what your dad always liked?
Big titty.
Can I ask about this from someone? I can ask about this from someone who's got experience. Hey, Mom.
Koda stood up and left the room.
You should run. You should run downstairs before she gets there.
You want to know what sort of things couples do?
Yeah.
Koda looked up to Mom from her scattered sushi bowl.
And they go out on dates a lot, I suppose.
You could have dates with your friends too, though, right? Like going to movies or cafes.
That's true.
Is that a date though?
Yes.
I
that
thought
is-
that's just hanging out.
You're
Yeah.
really
What is
obsessed
a hangout?
with it. I don't
What is a
understand.
hangout?
If you're hanging out
Yeah.
with one specific person that you are, like, attracted to, I think that's a
Yeah.
date.
Yeah, but what if I'm not attracted to them?
Then
Then
it's
you're
not a
hanging out.
date.
No, it's everything's a date. What's hanging out? But just
To be fair,
dating
everything
with-
is a date. Today,
Yeah.
March 27th, 2020. That's a date.
That's a date.
It's a date. That's why they call them all dates.
You've given away the ruse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now everyone
That's-
knows that.
that
Now everyone
all-
knows that these are recorded live in real time.
A date is something that you schedule. It's a scheduled social event.
Is that really all
individuals.
it's fine? I guess that's true. How is it different when you're a couple?
Well, see, it's like when someone sends you invitation and they're like, save the date. They're not saying like, go out and make sure these two people get together. Yeah, they're not saying like you have to like weekend at Bernie's this shit. Like they're just
You're not like
they're just saying like, hey, here's a thing, come do it. That's a difficult question.
you become able to do things like hugging and kissing, right? You have to unlock it.
Well, you can do that even when you're not a couple as well, though that's pushing it a bit.
Sounds like you don't need to be a couple to do anything. I suppose you don't.
You don't.
Yeah, you can kiss your
Wait,
friends.
aren't you thinking about this backwards?
What is it?
You don't
There's a
do...
But
How
you
dare
can't,
you,
you
Sally?
can't do la bis because of the coronavirus.
You don't do something
Yeah, that's
because you're
true.
a couple. You become
Nah,
a couple
please.
you become a couple if you like doing things with someone. It's just a way of labeling your relationship. There's nothing special you're forced to do just because you're going out. You can do whatever the two of you like. When you love someone, you just feel, when you love someone,
no.
you just feel like touching and hugging them naturally. You follow your instincts, I guess.
Thank you, Mom.
I know, Mom's so woke. Mom's also the best character in the game, unironically.
I think she is. I agree.
No, absolutely.
But doesn't that make you, like, really embarrassed?
It's only embarrassing at first. You can't allow yourself to shy away from it just because of that. You never know when a person might die, so you have to treasure them every...
I don't like the way you're looking at me, Mom, right now when you're talking about death.
Don't lose to your embarrassment, and make sure to do everything you want to do so you don't end up regretting it later.
Well, she's probably
after you
remembering
die.
Dad.
It'll feel
Is Mom
really...
on to us? Does Mom know what's going on?
Absolutely, right?
Okay, she hasn't said it, but I'm like 700%. She can't not, right?
She can't.
Murasaki told her.
Like,
I know it. I
Mom's
know it.
Mom's definitely been at home when we're not at home, alone with Murasaki and like a bunch of like
And a bunch of like
mysterious possessed
no,
objects.
you know, fucking like Ichiru has accidentally sneezed at some point, and Mom's like,
Yeah.
I see, we have a ghost in our vacuum cleaner.
But you would imagine that, like, this woman would not immediately assume that her son's strange friend is, in fact, a ghost. Like, she would think, no, that's crazy.
Well, maybe with the first
Well, I
one,
guess
but
your
with
mom
the
could be like,
second
wow,
one.
Murasaki's super good at ventriloquist.
No, I mean, look, here's the thing. One of them is a vacuum cleaner. Are you trying to tell me nobody has vacuumed the floor in 2 weeks? Because
God, can you
Mom's a
imagine? If
nurse.
I'm just saying,
Crazy.
like,
Mom
tries
absolutely
to
at
use the
some
vacuum
point fucking went and like picked up Ichiru and pressed on and just like force fed her
Ow!
dust.
I hope that's a plot point later. I really hope it is. You know Mari can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly right. No, she just fucking
Probably-
she just walks into the guest room to like make the bed or something, and the fucking Kokiji doll's just like, ha shit.
Like, you know, like Mari's like falling off the table once and be like, I fell.
I fell. I fucked up.
God. Hey, what do you think your mom said
and
when she saw
also
like
also
a sink
cat.
full of burnt bread?
Also the cat on like tapping on a keyboard, tapping.
I know, yeah. Keyboard cat is real, and
Hey,
he lives inside your house.
Hey, look, I know you got a...
Hey, look, I know you got a lot of imaginary friends, but why do you keep putting
Murasaki's bear in front of your computer. Don't you
What,
think you're a bit
what was
old?
it? So, didn't one time your mom come in like when we were all doing like a group hangout in our room,
Maybe, I don't know.
and then everyone had to like
Yes.
hide?
Yes, that happened.
Oh, yeah. It was like, why the fuck is a Kokichi doll in a vacuum cleaner watching TV?
Anyway,
She must be upset that her son is a schizophrenic.
I think those that die regret it just the same.
Maybe so. There's no way to find out, but I suppose they would regret it even more. You can't do anything about it, though. That's why you've got to treasure those around you while you're still alive.
God, rip to
Because
the
someday
kid.
you'll be super dead. Do you hear
Yeah.
that, Konoha?
Might even be exactly 7 days from now.
Anyway, it depends on the couple.
Exactly 2 days, actually.
Anyway, it
'cause
depends on the
Exactly 2 days
couple
from now.
what they do when they enter a relationship. The sole thing that matters is treasuring the other person.
Thank you,
Treasuring
Mom.
the other person. As in supporting each other?
I'd say so. It's only natural to want to help when you see someone like you in trouble, right?
No, someone you like in trouble, not someone like you in trouble.
Oh.
I mean, someone you like is going to be someone like you.
No. It changes it because it goes from mom being like, oh, you want to help someone that you like, to being like, wow, you're so pathetic.
Okay.
Even if you're not a couple.
That also applies to family and friends.
And coworkers.
I suppose so, sometimes.
Nope. And does that sometimes develop into romance and eventually marriage?
It can do that, sure.
Kota took the last bite of her scattered sushi with a thoughtful expression.
You can tell mom's like thrown off. Like, why is?
Yeah, your mom's definitely gonna like pull you aside and be like, "What happened?"
Kota lowered herself onto my bed as soon as we returned to the room after breakfast. We had sushi for breakfast. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Yum, I like that.
I was just
Nice.
thinking.
I sat down beside her.
Want to get married?
Wonder if Keiko supported my father like that.
No, what did Mom say earlier? Having been struck by an idea, I moved over to the computer. I searched for
send an email.
Tsukinoki remarrying. Ah, here it is.
What?
I ignored Kodaha's question, looked over the contents of the page. Where was it? I could swear I read
I
something
forgot we
like,
hadn't done this yet.
Here. The woman Mr. Tsukinoki married is a secretary from his company 15 years his junior.
Oh, no, we didn't do this.
She has supported him both in public and private ever since he lost his wife and daughter. This comment comes from one of your dad's acquaintances, by the way. Then, Professor of Wait, what? Professor of Victimology? That's a thing? Huh.
Yeah.
Professor of Victimology Kamio Mitsunori from Toshiro University, Mr. Tsukinoki's acquaintance, has expressed his support for the couple. Kodaha stood up and looked at the screen over my shoulder. Fighting the anger and frustration of being unable to save his daughter, Tsukunoki nonetheless chose to move forward, as much for himself as for the sake of his daughter. It is possible that he wouldn't be with us here today if he hadn't had his understanding partner to rely on. I would like to give them both my blessing for finding a new path in life through remarriage.
I see.
The person he married was his secretary who supported him through the entire ordeal. It's possible that she was the closest person to him at the time and helped him the most when you died too. I will be right back, folks. Sorry. I just heard something fall.
Oh no.
I'm
falling!
Shit. Ahaha.
Ow.
I don't like that face Kodoha has.
I don't like Kodaha's face.
Well, you two have said similar but different things. Using the power of
I
linguistics.
don't like this. This
we can
smuggler
explain-
mocks me.
Oh, that's just what she looks like all the time. Then.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to unkotoha my father.
Wait,
Huh?
did your father fall?
He was burning bread.
Oh,
No,
Wait, did your father fall?
No, my father didn't fall. My father dropped something heavy on the ground. I just wanted to make sure he was okay. It's possible that she was the closest person to him at the time and helped him the most when you died too.
Keiko was always at my father's side.
Miss Keiko must have respected your father for a very long time and then stood by his side while he suffered from losing you.
You know, because you did that to
That
him.
sounds
It's
almost
your
like
fault. Kodaha.
Yeah, a little. Though the cause for their relationship is a bit too screwed up for that genre. I wouldn't be surprised to have seen it in a movie,
true.
though.
Trust me, it's not true. Shuichi, can I borrow your computer for a little?
Sure, I guess. You always
I'm
do.
gonna send an email.
I gave her my seat and Kotaha leaned toward the screen to read what was on it.
You weren't making that up.
No, I literally just fucking came up with it.
Good for her.
Then she went silent. It seemed like she was looking for some other articles. She's probably going to be a while. I'll be heading downstairs, so call me when you need me.
Be careful. What if she finds like some article that's like, and fuck that guy?
What if she finds Tumblr saying their relationship is problematic?
Why is the relation? Because it's
What
a
if
workplace relationship?
Shizuku forgot to open an incognito tab for one thing, and she finds that?
What if she clicks on something and then everyone's like, oh man, look, this dude's such a dilf.
Kotaha nodded.
And then she's like, hey Murasaki, I'd like to die today, please.
I'd like to die today, please. I silently left the room as to not bother her. She had finally decided to face her own problems.
Finally.
You finally decided to face her own problems.
God, it was just a little divorce. Get over it.
Shuichi. Shuichi!
Shit!
Neichi, Tsukichi, Shuichi!
Huh? Who's been teaching weird things to Mari again?
Mari's the only one who'd think of nonsense like that.
Shit, Shuichi!
Don't swear at me!
Where's Kokoha?
Fucking, I love Mari so much. I'm gonna be
can't wait
so
for
sad
Mari.
when she's gone.
I know.
She's looking up stuff about her dad.
Oh,
That's kind of weird.
did she decide to forgive him?
No, but I think she's in the process of doing so. I leaned against the closet and slid down to the tatami floor as I explained all this. Seems like she finally found in herself to face the truth, at least.
And you thought she could use some alone time.
Yep.
Ah, you're so considerate.
I'm ready for your fucking quick time.
I will throw you right here, right now.
Nene jumped
what?
jumped at me and snuggled against my crotch.
That's what you'd expect from Expectici.
God. I sound like a Tamagotchi now.
You're not even bothering to fight Nene off anymore.
I just realized it's too much trouble to bother.
God.
You're just embarrassed.
Shuichi's not embarrassed.
Why are you
I'm
denying it?
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for the both of us.
Koda didn't come downstairs for a while. Eventually, when the smell of dinner filled the house, Murasaki left and I moved to the living room. Why does Murasaki have to leave whenever we eat dinner? She's like, I don't like
It's
your cooking.
very weird, right? Like, I don't understand.
There's gotta be a thing. I'm looking, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking forward to the bonus chapter coming out, the DLC.
Yeah.
Is
Because I get it.
Murasaki?
I get it for free. Yeah, there's a Murasaki chapter.
There's a Murasaki chapter where she comes up and she's like, hey, I just wanted to say I hate your mom's cooking.
It's the whole chapter.
Well,
It's 2 lines.
Maybe it's a Japanese thing where like it's rude to stay for dinner in a way that it's not over here.
Oh, Shuichi.
Is
It might
dinner
be.
ready yet?
Almost. Where's Kotaha?
She's busy right now. I don't think she'll be coming down even if we get a call for her.
That sounds like someone I know when he's playing video games.
My bad.
When he's playing those video games.
Mom, look, you can't pause an online game, okay? I'm gonna lose Elo. My teammates are gonna flame me.
Mom, you can't do half an A press.
What do you mean half an A press? There's
Where-
only a
There's
full A
only
press.
one, Mom.
Actually, Shuichi, define an A press.
An A press is an A press.
Well, TJ Shuichi Yoshi, if that is your name.
Mom, shout out to Simple Flips.
What? You're not even subscribed? Brush your teeth, bitch!
God.
I've been lost.
We've lost
you
Blinks
here?
and Stormy completely. We've gone too deep.
Too deep into the parallel universe.
I returned to the guest room after dinner.
Kotaha really isn't coming down, huh?
Dude, what if we have to
fell into
fucking
the
raise instead? Like we have to like scuttlebug raise each of them to heaven. Like we have to like enter and exit the room a bunch of times to like slowly like pan them up to the Holy Land.
Well, Nene's not going that way, so
We're gonna eat Nene.
Dig an
to
Animal
heaven.
Crossing hole and throw her in.
I hope she didn't
yeah,
just.
that's how she gets to hell.
I hope she didn't just up and die.
I think I would have disappeared if something along those lines happened.
Right, that makes sense.
Wait,
That
why would that be the case?
that's her body.
I mean, yeah, but like the body doesn't go away when you die.
Well, it's dead. She can't use it anymore.
It's
That
not like
said, don't you think she's taking a bit too long?
There's a lot of articles and videos about her father online, though.
A lot of them on Pornhub.
Why did we decide this about her dad? Is this how he makes so much money?
we're gonna go back up and she's gonna be like, sorry, I got distracted by reading manga.
He's been very active since she passed away on Pornhub. He's been working very hard to take care of people in the same situation as himself and his daughter. His good deeds have attracted a lot of attention from the media, so the internet is full of information on him.
Oh,
Why do you know everything?
she's
Oh, you know.
a creep.
This is why.
What's this internet thing again?
Internet. Internet.
I didn't skip that. I legit didn't skip that. Shuichi just cut her off.
What was she saying?
Alternet, ofternet,
Alternet.
That's enough, Mary.
It's so funny.
Legendary.
It's where people get to find information nowadays.
Man, this house is gonna get.
Meow-a-days.
Internet.
Meow-a-days.
Yeah, this house is gonna get so much more lonely when Mary is gone.
I know.
I see.
Internet.
Sounds like
outage.
Kotaha's dad is pretty famous.
That's just proof of how hard he's working.
So Kotaha has to accept him sooner or later.
Well, hopefully sooner, given that she has like a day left.
Yeah, we don't have.
He's going to be okay. Koto has grown up significantly over the past few days, I think.
Chiako's right. It hadn't been that long since she joined her family, but she spent those days thinking and
We
learning.
spoiled Sakura. Oh my god.
And she finally decided to face the issue of her father. All we can do now is believe in her.
Hasn't been that long since we killed Sakura.
When the sun set, I finally decided to return to my room.
Word
Knock,
up, girl.
knock. Despite the fact that it's my own room, I still felt like knocking.
Yes.
I'm coming in.
Here's where the jump scare. Oh. I didn't like how she loaded in like that. Anyway. Shuichi.
Yes, this is my room. Kota glanced at me and then turned back to the screen. Still at it?
Still at it.
You sure can concentrate.
Tomorrow's my last day. I have to do this now so I can go without regrets.
Yeah. I nodded and sat down on the bed. I'm going to sleep now.
Is it okay to stay on the computer?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Kota gave me one of her rare smiles. I lay down and looked at her for a while. Tomorrow's her last day, so I too have to make sure I don't have any regrets. Although more than anything, I feel like staring at her throughout the entire night.
That's weird.
Bit.
Good night, Shuichi.
Night, Shuichi.
But before I could stop them, my eyelids had drooped shut.
Ha, joke's on you. You're the one who's dead now.
No, no. That's no good. I opened my eyes to see the room lit by the sun. Dawn of the 7th day.
Dawn of the 7th day.
Kotaha slept peacefully, her upper body thrown across my desk. Hey, Kotaha.
Who threw it?
Oh, don't steal my toast. I burnt it myself. Huh?
Kotaha woke up when I called out to her.
It's morning.
Good morning, Kotoha.
Morning.
Kotaha stretched. Were you sleeping there all night?
Must have. I got sleepy and I was planning to head down, but I think I got too sleepy and I dozed off before I could.
I see. She was looking at her father for the entire night.
I'm feeling pretty hungry. Why don't we have breakfast?
Sure. I stood up while Kotaha opened the door.
I'll tell you. Huh, that was really good. Thank you very much.
No problem. I picked up our plates and carried them to the sink.
Thank you.
What the has happened to her? I rinsed them off with a bit of water, absentmindedly watching how it spiraled into the drain. Did Kotaha manage to spend her 7 days in a meaningful way?
Probably, Shuichi.
Hmm.
Why don't we go on another date? What, you don't want to?
No, I'm fine with it, but...
Now let's continue pretending to be a couple.
Okay.
She likes
Then
you.
it's decided.
Does she really, though, or is she just trying to figure out her own feelings?
Okay,
There's
actually,
probably a
that's
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Kotaha stood up in the high
A
spirits and
diagram.
picked up a bottle of sunscreen. You gonna use that today, too?
Of course, I don't want to get sunburned.
Why? It's your last day.
You know, it's interesting how, like, she's so susceptible to this, and then Sakura, because she was farm girl, like, was
Not
totally
at all.
fine
Yeah.
with it.
Kotaha
even
slathered
though
her
it's
hands
the
in
same
white
body
cream.
physically.
I watched her rub it on her arms. Well, they're probably the same susceptibility. It's just force of habit. She probably doesn't need to. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me.
You're making me self-conscious, you know.
Ah, right. Sorry. I'll go get my wallet.
Yeah.
Someone's got to pay for stuff. Peasant.
Someone's got to pay for everything around here.
I left the living room and continued up to the second floor.
And then you fell out the window.
I ain't going back.
It's hot today too.
Not to the Crowbar Hotel. I had nothing to do with that boy falling out his window. I just happened to be here. I definitely did not use one of those little sticky hands and fucking grab him with my sticky hand from outside his window and pull him out with my sticky hand. Didn't do it. I don't have a sticky hand. I threw it in the bush already.
Shuichi, you're being pulled out the window. I have to get my grabby hand.
Oh, it's summer. We met the summer skied head on as soon as we left the front door. Want to give up?
Applied directly to the forehead. Yeah. Did you say want to give up?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Today's my last day.
I was just kidding.
Then stop talking nonsense. Let's go.
No, wait. I followed Kota as she hurried away.
You know, she's like Sloth, but she's like FMA original Sloth. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
She's very path of least resistance. Shuichi.
Kota paused in front of the convenience store. I'm trying to think who was Sloth in the original.
It
was Mom.
Yeah, it was Mom.
Yeah.
I know that even though I didn't watch
in front of a
it.
convenience store.
What? I know this is sudden, but let's get an ice cream. Oh! Oh! That is sudden.
No, not quite, Natasha.
Believe in heaven?
Not quite. She's probably worried about what's it. Ooh, that's rough. I don't like that answer, actually.
Don't be mean to her.
God. Hey,
She's done
do you
so much growing.
Hey, do you think there's a heaven?
I wonder.
By the way, I'm dying tonight. Anyway, do you think there's a heaven?
Just gonna say I believe. That seems nicer. Yeah, I do.
I see. If even you say it so, then it's probably going to be okay. Oh my god, what if you said the other thing?
We can find out.
Oh god. Oh no.
What if her soul gets chopped?
We're abandoning this timeline.
Yeah, we are. I wonder.
It sounds like you don't completely believe it either.
Well, it's not like I've had a chance to experience it.
Yeah. I wonder what will become of me. Oh, I don't like this at all.
To be honest, I'm not sure we're gonna get a second chance, but what's true is that you're flesh and blood right now for a few more hours. So there's no point in thinking about what happens after while we still have now. Don't you think you'll regret it less if you do your best to enjoy the present?
Even if it's the last day?
You can't let yourself regret it, especially if it's the last day.
I suppose so.
She looks so sad. No.
I mean,
well, yeah,
she's about to die.
Anyway, well,
let's abandon that timeline.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Wait, yeah. Okay, I pressed the right one.
God.
Cyber's probably waiting for you.
That'd be nice. I'd really like to see her again.
Yeah.
I wonder if after going to the other side, I'll feel this way about you too.
You might forget about me as soon as you get there.
Stupid. That would never happen.
Kota.
You spent so much time perving on me after all. That's absolutely not true.
You forget that part. Apparently it did happen once, so it's, you know.
This
Yeah,
game's like
happen
so
once.
unhorny that like
Yeah, it really is. I'm like, wait, what?
It's like in other
He's
games,
not perving.
CGs are all like panty shots in this. In this one, it's fucking grabbing a knife.
Yeah, perving is like when you grab her knife out of her hands. Ah, they have the same table free again. Which is good because we only drew one CG for this.
I peeked inside the store, cheerfully went inside. We sat down on the same
My
sofas
store
as
now.
before.
Have you decided on what to order?
Yeah, what about you?
I've decided too.
Okay.
Apricot soda.
I turned to the nearest waiter and raised my hand.
Who's gonna be?
Hey, Blanks.
Who's gonna be Clark?
Blanks?
Lewis and Clark.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh,
God.
what happened?
No, this is a clerk, this is a different one.
Oh, okay.
This is not the waitress. I'm not the waitress.
So you actually can come up to us? Alright.
plum shaved ice.
That's the same thing I ordered last time.
What?
No, it's nothing. Then
She's
one
gonna be like
apricot soda, please. What? Ah, that'll be all.
I will be back with your orders in just a moment.
You're making me a bit. You're kind of like personal space bubble, bud.
In this environment, oh no.
You ordered what I did before.
Look tasty. You also ordered my favorite.
It was really good.
Unlike that shit apricot soda. Then we're the same.
Yeah.
I actually am. I'm actually deathly allergic to apricots. I just wanted to spite you.
Now we're both gonna die.
I guess we'll find out if there's a heaven together. Koda smiled and leaned against the sofa.
Still, the weather's nice and the town's so soothing, and it's too hot all the time. I don't even feel like I'll be disappearing tonight.
You definitely will. I feel the exact same way. No one would believe me if I told them the girl currently relaxing on this sofa will be gone this time tomorrow. But even so, it's true. No matter how serene the world around us could be, it would erase the existence of this girl without hesitation or mercy. I've already experienced that once before, but Kota's expression remained peaceful. Aren't you scared?
Dude, this girl, she's gonna disappear by the end of tonight.
I don't believe you. Get out of town, as they say.
Get right out of town.
I can't. There's a giant Buddha blocking my path.
I wonder. I'm curious about what's waiting for me after this point. But I'm not really scared.
That's impressive.
It's because Sakura took the lead first. It's because Sakura took the shot. She looked happy right to the very end. So I can tell it's not a scary experience in the least.
We only had one CG with Kotoha. Oh my god.
Yup.
It's true.
Did we do something wrong?
It's very
Besides, neither of
You're
us met
supposed
proper
to
ends
treat her like
anyway.
shit.
I guess.
I don't think it could possibly be worse than it was back then.
That sounded extremely convincing coming from a girl that had been killed. What did... I missed it. What did? Oh, it couldn't be worse than it was back then. Okay.
Yeah.
I lacked the courage to even try to imagine that moment at the end. Thanks.
Thank you for waiting.
The waiter placed the apricot soda and plum shaved ice in front of us.
Here it is.
Kotaha jovially picked up the spoon.
Here.
Hmm?
Oh,
I
she's
raised
gonna
my
feed you.
eyes to see a spoonful of shaved ice in front of my face.
Shove. I'm returning the favor from last time.
She clearly wanted to feed me. No, this is embarrassing. It didn't feel that bad when I did it to her.
Oh, yeah? Ah, I didn't say it right. I'm paying you back for last time. You don't have the right to refuse.
You can't force me.
Unbelievable. You'd actually refuse the heartfelt request of a girl during her last day alive? People are like
Damn.
starting to turn around now.
I had no choice, and thus I opened my mouth.
You've got to say out loud. People have like their TikToks up. They're like fucking sniggering in the background. How was it? Good?
Yeah. I normally eat this all the time, but for some reason it felt even sweeter than ever before.
Yeah, you can get addicted to this stuff.
Paying no attention to my embarrassment, Koda had dug right into her own ice.
It's kind of fluffy too.
Was it to your liking?
Yes, I'm quite satisfied.
Milady smiled, making me quite satisfied too.
Oh, he's doing it unironically
I can't
now.
believe.
Oh my god.
I can't believe Shuichi's a simp.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Ha.
Koda stretched as we left the cafe.
For some reason, I didn't even hate the heat that much today. This road leads to the sea, right?
Yeah.
Let's walk into it. Let's try walking down it a little.
Okay, it was quite unlike her to suggest something like that, so I hurried onward before she had time to change her mind. Kodaha watched the scenery as we continued down the road to the sea.
When we first learned of the restrictions on where we could move, I felt so limited, but When I actually began living within it, the area within the barrier felt just like enough.
Especially when you spend most of your time cooped up in the house reading manga.
Haha. What? You got a problem with that?
Not at all. Did you enjoy this week?
Yes, I certainly did. You enjoyed it too, experienced all sorts of things with me, didn't you?
What does that mean? Yeah, it was definitely fun. Kodaha suddenly started tearing up.
Stop it, idiot.
She poked my shoulder. Ah, fuck! I'm really sore there.
Don't smile like me like that.
Kodaha lowered her head, trying to hide her tears. I couldn't say anything in reply.
Big sad.
Why is
Let's
she...
go to the beach.
We found the area full of tourists. We didn't feel like descending onto the crowded beach, so we sat on the stone stairs leading to it and watched the August sea.
Why do I have to disappear?
Kodaha complained to the sea. That's like asking why people die.
But I already did that once.
Do it again.
Don't you think since I'm a ghost I should be invincible?
Not really.
Why?
You got defeated by cleaning spray at first. Not
That's
even
true.
bacteria are that easy to take care of.
Shut up. But ghosts should be able to exist for as long as they want, don't you think? I wonder why it's only 49 days.
I think it's like Murasaki said, how it's the same as when living things die. Besides, she said you had a place to go to. You shouldn't even be able to exist in the first place. So you being here is already a miracle, don't you think?
That's quite a cheap miracle.
I was
Discount miracle.
I was really confident in that line too.
I think you've got a point, but I'm not going to accept it that simply. Whatever the reason, I simply don't think that it's fair.
Well, I'd probably feel the same way in your place, but there's no use throwing a tantrum at the laws of nature. Or lack thereof.
Everything has an end and so on.
Yeah.
Earth too.
Yeah, eventually Earth will also die. Probably thanks to us.
This huge sea as well.
Yeah. The heat
Well,
death,
that is on the Earth.
the inevitable heat death of the universe is gonna happen.
Yeah, but before that, the sun is just gonna
Yeah,
be
see,
big.
okay.
And
Well,
then it's
if Earth will, the sea will too, obviously. Come on.
And never here.
Kodaha pointed to the tourists on the beach. Yeah. The end will come for everyone sooner or
Nice.
later.
except for me. I am immortal.
Nice.
Except for
Then why are we
Shizuku.
even alive to begin with? We're all gonna die anyway. Why are we here, Shuichi? Just to
Yeah.
suffer?
What's the reason that makes you want to stay?
I want to enjoy life more.
Oh, the fucking final finale of Steven Universe came out today, didn't it?
Yes, it
I
did.
want to see Steven murder more
He fucking
people.
I have no idea what's going on with Steven's universe. People are just like, oh, he killed a man. Oh, he shot a gun. Oh, he killed 3 men. Oh, fuck, the body count's 5. What's that?
Yeah, no, Nitesh, we have to watch Steven Universe Future. It's actually really good. It's like they took the original
I
show.
haven't seen
and-
a single
No,
episode.
it's very short. The nice thing about it is there's basically no filler because it's only like 15 episodes long. But it's basically
Because they
like,
can't afford it.
yeah, they're basically like, hey, what would happen if we took all the parts of Steven Universe, took out all the parts that were shit, and then took the parts that weren't shit and made them relatable to like human beings that watch this shit instead of being about a cookie cat.
Steven has PTSD.
I'll be honest. The only thing that, to me as an outsider, what it feels like is like you know Kirby's fucking pissed. It's just Steven's fucking pissed. Just drew angry eyebrows on Steven the Universe.
It's really what they did, yeah. Steven is fucking murdering people now. I can't believe Steven murdered these 7 girls.
It's my universe now. I liked reading manga and I wanted to pretend to be a couple more.
I think that's the answer.
To enjoy our limited time.
Well, I think it's different for everyone, but everyone has a reason to live.
But most people don't think about it when they're just living their lives.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't either if I hadn't been killed.
Is Nitesh breaking out for anybody else?
I'm breaking up for me.
Now too.
I think the connection is generally dying a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't realize what life is worth until you die.
I I can't believe Koto has turning into a robot.
And it's too late once you do.
I'm gonna restart the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, folks. Oh no. Hello? Can anybody hear anybody?
Hello?
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 Okay.
Hello?
I think it's better now.
Maybe.
Wait. Hello?
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 Oh
Please?
no. What happened?
Hello?
I can't stream
Oh,
the
I
game
think-
anymore.
Oh.
Oh no!
Wait, what happened? Oh, there it
I
is.
think you got bad. Dimitri, I think you got bad again.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Dimitri, I didn't think about it, but there's probably a lot of people on Discord right now, isn't there?
Probably. You guys can see it again?
Nope.
Wait, really?
Nope.
Yeah, it's loading.
Oh, good lord.
Well,
You've been
Rip to
disconnected.
Kotoha.
You've been disconnected. Sit tight. We're... Oh, there it is.
There it is. Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Okay.
Here we go.
And it's too late once you do. Shuichi, make sure you do everything you can while you're still alive. There's no telling when you're going to die either.
Shit, tell me about it. I've done it so many times. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Well, if you do die, that means we'll meet again.
As long as heaven isn't the size of China.
What's that even supposed to mean?
They got coronavirus up in heaven.
So anyway, die soon. By the way,
Yeah. Hello?
don't you think it's hot?
It is a bit, yeah.
Can I? Okay, I can see the stream.
Dream is upset at me.
Wait, is it not reading again?
It's not loading
No.
the thing.
It's not loading.
This is good. It's real good.
This is good.
This is good. This is good content, boys.
Who's done this? I can't take it any longer.
Kota has suddenly erupted. You were actually enduring it this whole time.
We ended up having a long conversation in direct sunlight, like idiots.
You know, I can quite clearly remember you being the one to suggest we go to the sea.
Shuichi, don't just stand there. Let's go. Is
Go
you gonna run to
where?
the ocean or home? Where else? Home?
Oh, okay. We're already going home. Kota remained herself even on the last day. We returned to the neighborhood around my house.
I like being at home the most after all.
You sure there's nothing left you'd like to do?
Nope, nothing.
Not even like talk to your dad?
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't like I wanted to do anything in particular in the first place. We can't go anywhere far from here anyway.
It's in a book, just take a look. It's a reading rainbow. You can go anywhere, you can do anything if you read a manga.
We're back. The diamond.
I'm ready for this shit.
Hang on one sec.
They wouldn't do it twice in one arc, would they?
I'm not taking chances, Nitish. I'm not gonna let...
Welcome home, YouTube.
Ah, nay.
We saw Nene sitting in the corridor as we entered the house.
Hello again.
Welcome back to YouTube, Chaco. Did you enjoy your day, Kotoha?
Nene's acting normal. Oh my god.
Oh, the police are here to arrest Nene, who was the same as usual.
Huh, that's good.
What were you doing in the corridor anyway?
I've heard you're coming back, so I thought I'd meet you.
It's impressive that you could tell.
What? Like, do you guys not see it or what?
No, I'm just not paying attention.
Stream is lagging.
Seems like cats have good ears.
I'm gonna hang up for a second because I can't seem to get in here.
Name at us without jumping on Shuichi. This is the first time today I felt like it's really the last.
Well, I mean, even if this place we're going to is the same, you're not going there, Nene. There's no guarantee whether or not we'll meet again. Not to mention, we might end up going to different places depending on the dates while we were live.
She knows.
She knows.
Maybe
If
she
that
does.
turns out to be the case, I'll end up somewhere higher layers than Kodaha, so...
No, see, what she means is in the circles of hell, lust is the top circle. So that's what she means by higher layers. Because she knows that both of them are going to hell, except that Kotaha is going to pride and she's going to lust.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? If there are different areas, you'll be sent straight to the lewd one.
That sounds like fun.
Ugh, you perverted.
I doubt they'd have a specific layer just for that. They do, Chiyako. It's crazy.
Oh, don't worry, Chaka.
You know, I think I'd like to check out that place too if it really existed.
Everyone's like, no, Shuichi, don't die. Pervert.
Well, I'm glad to see Kotaha is doing okay.
Sorry.
It seems like Nene was worried about her despite what she said. I felt a little bit jealous of the Deadly's familial bond.
It's okay. You just adopt them.
Kotaha sat down on the sofa and leaned back.
The best place in the world at a time like this is a room with a good AC.
I can't believe today's the last day.
Hi.
It's the last day, Blinks. You're just in time for death.
Good. I've wanted Kodaha to
Right?
die for a long time.
Wow.
Oh no. I kept saying that.
I feel like you're too much more relaxed about it compared to yesterday.
That's... I think it's because I finally forgiven my father.
I see. I felt relieved. There was not a hint of falsehood in her expression. It was probably the result of her research yesterday. She'd advanced another step forward to growing up.
Well, she doesn't
Too
have
bad she's
enough time
gonna
to take
die.
that many more
I'm
steps.
back.
Ah, welcome home.
I'll
I'm going
fix
to die
a
today.
dinner right away.
Okay.
God, I really do wonder how Mary and Mom are going to get along.
Even think about that?
They've never interacted and I can't wait for them to do so. Kodaha sat down next to me and watched Mom work in the kitchen. What's up?
No, I just thought you were his mother.
I wish your mom married my dad. Oh, yeah.
No, none of that now. If we were still alive and I'd met you, I wonder if my father would. Oh my god!
I fucking look. I know. Look, this game reads my mind, just like Chucka reads Shuichi's. All right. I guess we wouldn't.
Father. I guess we couldn't.
Well, let's dig in.
Don't mind if I do.
Kodaha clapped her hands and picked up the chopsticks.
This is good. I wonder why your food is always so good.
Thanks.
I love to eat it all the time.
I can make it for you whenever you want it.
No, I'm dying. Oh, okay.
Mom has no way of knowing that this is Kodaha's last day, and so that smile of Kodaha's burned a hole in my chest.
Shot through the heart. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
You have to say it in a Mario voice. It's thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
For playing my game. I'm gonna go die now.
I'm gonna die.
It was so good.
You sure ain't alone.
Yeah, I'm full now.
Good to hear that.
Thank you, Mit.
It really was no problem at all.
Mom began clearing up
The interaction here is
The
different.
mom is like kind of freaking me out
What's wrong with Mom?
because they call it's like first name basis with mom.
Yeah, well, the sucker did that too.
Yeah.
No, it's,
well, I
like,
mean,
it's still freaking me out because this is Japan. They
Yeah,
call Kinokuya
no, I think-
Kinokuya, but they call mom Mitsuki.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense.
Mom began clearing out the dishes with a smile.
it definitely makes more sense for them to be on first name basis with
the mother than the
No,
Kinokuya.
no, I'm like,
Yeah.
Shuichi isn't in first name basis with Kinokuya.
Yeah, because he doesn't
either.
respect them.
Yeah. I'll
He
do
keeps
it.
it arm's width. I can't believe Kotaha's gonna do a
He keeps
chore.
his feet.
Oh, you don't need to.
I want to.
I want to see how a commoner lives at least once before I die.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna do a chore.
And then die from it.
God, every plate's gonna be broken. Ah,
Murasaki stood in the corridor.
it's about time. Wait, there's still something more I want to do.
Nope. Definitely not.
It's time to die. Okay.
Kotaha hurried upstairs. I followed
But
her
make
up
it
to see her
quick.
room. She was doing something on the computer on my room.
Don't make me come and get you. I want to watch Father's video one last time.
Okay. Kotaha answered me before I could even put the question into words. The first video, the one we saw several days ago, began playing on the screen.
I'm sure Father and this Keiko lady will have a happy life together.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, I'm satisfied.
You sure? Did you read the line?
I'm still satisfied, so...
What? What?
Well, it hasn't loaded the new thing, so I'm still satisfied.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. Maybe I'll leave and come back. Hold on. Oh? They've censored the cat. Yes. Let's go downstairs.
Yeah. Kotaha pretty much pushed
It's
me
time
out
for
of my
some of
room.
us.
But she turned herself, paused for a moment before leaving. Goodbye. Oh, that's not me.
Goodbye, Father.
Man, we've had 0 viewers in chat this entire time.
I know. Alright, I'll be undergoing
What
the
what the fuck else are y'all doing on a fucking COVID-19 Friday? Come on, get in the chat, bitches. Murasaki stood in front of Kotaha as we returned downstairs.
It won't hurt, will it?
Maybe if more of you were in my chat and less on Discord, we wouldn't be having connection problems.
God. But wait, what do you mean? There's only 3 of us here.
No, like just using
It won't.
Discord's server in general.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It won't. Much. Me. I can't wait for her to smack her and then she's like, it that hurt!
Did that line come up for you? If it does, tell me. This is good.
Yeah, it just says if it does, tell me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is the line.
Oh. So there's a chance it can hurt? I'll cry for you! I don't need that! Jeez, just do it properly, will you? Yeah. I'll do it on 3. Oh god, she does this every time.
She's gonna do it on
Got it.
1. She's gonna do it on 1.
Well then. Wait, will you start on 3 or end on 3? I'll start on 3. Okay, got it. Well then. You'll count at a normal rate, right?
She just did it. Smack.
Yeah.
Murasaki suddenly began her ceremony.
Solar plexus. You said you start on 3. You still had 0. 0. You were starting to get on my nerves.
Starting?
Don't just start exercising me because of a little thing like that. This is a big deal, isn't it? Do you feel lighter now? Yes. Then well. Thank you very much. Jeez.
Thank you very much.
Ah, you're like that till the very end, I see.
Well, I'm terribly sorry about that.
No, that's just like you. It's good.
It truly is.
Huh? What's that supposed to even mean? Do you see a light? Ah, it's probably that. You're gonna disappear too, Kodo? It seems so. Sneef. Don't cry. You can come next. Sneef, I see. Jeez, you really are a cryberry, Mari. I mean, we're always together. I'm lonely. Stop it, stupid. Ugh, I won't cry. I decided not to cry.
Koda rubbed her eyes.
Wah! Hey, stop crying to provoke me. Okay. Murasaki, look after everyone, okay? I will. Not you, Shuichi. Thank you for everything too, Shuichi.
No problem.
Story.
Tell Sakura I said hi.
I will if I meet her. Thank you for looking at my father, Nene. Shizuku. It helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I've been of use. But
We all love you, Kotoha, at least a little bit.
I love you too, Chaco. Let's meet again, everyone.
In that moment, all strength suddenly left her body. I caught her before she collapsed to the ground, realizing her hair had turned black.
Kodo's no longer here.
It felt odd. Her body still felt so warm, yet she was no longer with us. A long silence ensued.
We are running out of friends.
Knock, knock. I heard a knock while I was sitting on the bed. Come in.
It's Chuck.
Excuse
me.
me.
There it is.
Oh, I found Chuck on the other side of the door. It seemed like she'd found the time to change too.
Can I sit next to you?
Yeah. I moved to the side a little and Chiako sat down beside me.
Really does
Kotoha,
just like the phone better, huh?
Kotoha has disappeared.
Yeah.
I knew it would happen, but it still makes me very sad.
Well, of course. Someone like you were together with for years has passed away.
If we had never died.
We would have never met either.
Yeah.
And even if you did, you probably would have been separated sooner or later. That's how life works. If you hadn't met, you probably would have avoided these feelings of sadness entirely.
I don't like that. The Deadlies, you, Murasaki, your mother, all of you are wonderful people. The harder the farewell, the more beautiful and meaningful the meeting. So no matter how hard it is later on, you should never try to convince yourself it didn't happen.
I see.
The bigger they are, the harder they farewell.
Kotoha told me about what she had learned over these 7 days. She said you need to experience sadness to become truly kind.
But that sadness, they'll still have to feel that way 5 more times over the coming weeks. If I really think about it, not just the Deadlies, everyone I've known will one day die. I like how we sometimes just pepper in shit like that.
Shuichi, would you like me to massage your shoulders?
I turned to Chiako, but she had moved behind my back. Her hands rested on my shoulders.
How does it feel?
Good.
I'm glad to hear that.
They really just pepper in existential grid, huh?
Her fingers traveled from my neck to my shoulder bones.
You tired yourself out, didn't you?
A little.
I'm sorry, this is all I can do.
No, it's plenty enough.
I couldn't even imagine this ever happening at first, but thanks to you, everyone will be able to cross to the other side happily.
I hope that's the case.
It definitely is. I can tell. I'm watching you all from as close as I can.
Yeah, I have to make sure everyone is happy when I send them off. I can't allow myself to just mope just because 2 have already gone. I psyched myself up, feeling Chiako's warmth at my back.
Who is next? What was the order?
I jumped.
It was Sloth.
Sloth. The one
Next
after
is
Sloth
Wrath.
was Wrath. I think.
Next
yeah.
is Wrath.
Yeah.
Then it's Lust.
Again, I don't really think. I'm starting to think there isn't really the connection we thought there was. I jumped.
It definitely was in the murders. Oh my god. I bet this is Mari.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Shuichi!
It's green.
Mm-hmm.
A green-haired girl entered my room, but met Mary.
Nice.
You're losing your girls fast.
No,
Josh.
not Mary.
I know. I'm losing all my girls.
No,
Oh, my girls.
my girls.
God, I'm gonna have to wait. That's the bad thing about this, right? Because as they die, like
You lose.
you're just gonna like I'm Dimitri. I'm gonna be out of speaking parts.
You have Murasaki. It's okay.
It's true. You do have Murasaki. Who else do you have after Mary?
Murasaki, that's it.
Is that it? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We've been to 3 girls, Dimitri.
Oh no.
I don't know. We picked this just by accident. We picked it so bad. Like we did the exact opposite thing that we did for Danganronpa.
Well, to be fair for Danganronpa, I specifically made it
You
in a way.
engineered it.
I engineered it so that everyone would have an equal number of speaking lines the whole time.
And this one we were just like, let's pick the ones we like. Oops, all dead.
Oops. We'll give you someone else. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe I'll steal Nene or something. We'll see.
God.
But what if Nene's next?
Hey, wait a second.
Oh, that's a good one. I like this on my screen.
Why is this our CG?
We really only did get one for her.
So we just missed one straight up.
Well, we missed one. We missed Sakura's
Was
last
that
one because we didn't get her good ending.
I guess we'll find out this time based on where it shows up. I think
This
we missed.
game is hard.
Oh yeah, no. Dimitri, you're right. There should be. I think the way it looks, there should be 4 for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we really fucked up, huh?
We really fucked up on Kota.
What do we do?
We were supposed to treat her like shit, maybe.
Why couldn't it have been one of these other ones? Why did it have to be the one where he's holding it with his hand?
I don't know. Alright, folks. Well,
Okay.
I guess Mary is next.
Mary is gone sooner than you would expect.
Which makes me
And
sad.
also, I firmly believe that I could never be wrong about a prediction like this, so Mary must be Wrath.
Mary must be Wrath? God.
Has to be Wrath. That's just how it is.
Shit! Fuck you!
Shit,
Shuichi. Internet.
Fuck.
Internet. Ofternet. Fuck! I fell! Motherfucking it's like Sonya Nevermind when she curses. You're a sly bitch, aren't you?
I can't
realize
believe
when
that-
when I'm losing my characters, all I have left is Kinokuya.
Okay, but none of your characters are dead yet. Unless you give me fucking the vacuum
Once
cleaner.
I lose them, all I have left is Kinokuya.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Nene is the last one.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be like
lordy.
Nene then Chaco.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nene
Probably.
Chaco.
I was like 100% sure. Because they made like the first older sister
Go first, so I think Nene's gonna go last.
Yeah. So then, what? Let's see. If Mary's next, then who do we have left? We have Shizuku. We have Nene.
Ichiru.
We have Ichiru
Nene, Ichiru.
and Chaco.
So it's Ichiru, Shizuku, Nene, Chaco.
Yeah. So Chaco's the last one.
And then the Demon Lord.
And there's the Demon
There's
Lord,
the
and then there's
Demon
there's the Murasaki DLC.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, it tracks.
No.
Wow.
God. All right.
I miss Sakura.
I'm gonna miss Mary, but at least we get to spend 7 days with Mary. It's gonna be the best chapter.
I'm gonna miss Mary.
But don't
I
worry.
kind of like Konoha, but that's fine.
She's okay.
She's fine. She's fine.
She grew on me. She got better.
Yeah. I think by the end of it, I was more invested with her than with Sakura. But
because Sakura didn't really have anything that she wanted to do.
Yeah, she was
like Kotoha had.
She was pretty content.
Yeah, she was content already, so she just wanted to like do it for everyone else. But like Kotoha had something she had to solve by the end of the 7 days.
I think it's going to get more and more complicated as we go down.
Probably
is going to be like, I was murdered. I was taken out by a crime syndicate, and you have to.
She was killed by the same person, though.
Yeah, they were all killed by the same person.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A serial killer, not a spree killer.
Yeah, not a serial killer.
Not
a serial killer, not a spree killer.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Good. You're learning.
Yeah. Stormy taught me the difference in murders.
Yeah, the difference between 2 murders. You can't have half of
this game has pretty good writing.
This has surprisingly good writing. Honestly.
I like the part where I said "damn bourgeoisie." That's the best line.
That was the best line this time, definitely, for sure. Every time there's like something that stands out because like the jokes in this are like the dialogue in here is pretty good. Like it's a little bit better than average, but the jokes in here like are punching way above their weight. I'm like very surprised.
Yeah, the humor is very good. Shuichi's a very like
Shuichi,
on the level protagonist.
Goat of all time.
Yeah, he seriously is.
It's like really, he's seriously up there. Even though this there's not a lot going on in here, but Shuichi makes it work.
Mm-hmm. I think I just found the order. Sakura, Kotoha, marry, Ichiro, Shizuku, Nene.
Shizuku, Nene.
You want to take Ichiru once she...
I would like to, but I also don't want to steal too many of your character voices, but I wouldn't mind taking Ichiru.
I was offering it to Tesh.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the one, except for Risaki. You can take her too.
To be fair, if I take her, I will just be talking to myself for 2 full streams.
That's true, because I'll only be here when Risaki shows up. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. I definitely... I really want to give Ichiro a New Yorker voice.
I mean, I have a slight accent, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
No, you gotta lead into it.
You
gotta be like, hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking here. Alright, I need a thumbnail. Okay, there we go. Thumbnail gotten.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out to Simple Flips.
Shout out to Simple Flips.
Shout out to Simple Flips.
Y'all write my book.
You didn't even brush your teeth this morning. Alright. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your coronavirus. Try not to die.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Don't die corona.
Don't die corona. It's a shitty beer.
Don't catch the Rona.